Let's do it. Hey, welcome to Full 42. I almost said 48. It's been 4 years, and I almost got the title wrong. I don't know where 48 came from. I don't know why I mentioned it too, because I did say 42, but I had to correct myself.
Sure, yeah.
That's why, because we were 8 minutes late. But I figure, as long as you're not 10 minutes late, you're early. Is that how the saying goes?
Early is on time is late. Late is what I did. It's technology. I'm trying to came up with something for the show, and I'm trying to figure out how to share the damn Google Slides on the show with one computer where I can manipulate it, the other computer that I need to see the show, and then my phone, which is recording, because everyone wanted to see a clear mic instead of a blurry mic.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
Yeah. Everybody wanted to see you better, and so it takes another 10, 15 minutes to get you set up every time.
Exactly. It's everyone else's.
I guess that means you should show up another 10 or 15 minutes early, not 2 minutes before 8.
It was 3 minutes before 8.
Oh, okay.
But I was doing this thing. I wanted to get it done, and I was on the last slide. So
Gotcha.
Right.
It'll all pay off in the end, right?
Probably not.
It only bothers the people who are watching live. If you're watching this recorded, you don't care about any of this. It happened when you wanted it.
Nothing matters. That's right. That is true.
Right. Blurry Mick.
Hi, everyone.
Yes. Hi to everybody who's saying hi to us. Hi to everybody who was waiting. And Steven asking for action. He's always asking.
Asking for action? What kind of action?
The whole show that we're supposed to be doing right now.
That was rhetorical.
You're rhetorical.
I can be. I can be.
Today we were talking about our top 5 games from 2018. I love that we are getting into what has got to be what's better than Golden? The Platinum Age of board games or whatever it is. I mean, no,
I think we're still in the Golden Age. I don't know if we've moved. I think we're still in the Golden. I think Golden Age is the height, but I think we're still in the Golden Age. I don't think we're past.
I would say Platinum's better than Golden, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's been a resurgence, right, around a few years before the year we're going over, that I think you can say is the start of the Golden Age of modern board games. Hey, Matty P.
Yep. Hello, Matty.
It's a good year, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a great year, and there's some awesome stuff that came out this year. I have a nice big list to go off of. I've got my top 5, in order, and I'm sure you have a bunch of games that you'll just spew out of randomness. I also have something new that I'm going to add to the show as far as top lists go. So we'll do that.
Okay.
Let's see. We'll have announcements before that. You've got some kind of activity for me to go through?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, good.
It'll be fun.
Are you saying a little bit torture or a little bit activity?
So there's 15 things that you'll be looking at.
Okay. Yep.
It'll be fun.
No bug of the week.
No bug of the week.
I don't even know how that got started. Did I talk about a bug one time and now every week?
It wasn't one time. It was like a couple weeks in a row that you were talking about a bug, and then we started picking on you for going outside and seeing bugs.
Well, I'm in Texas.
Right.
So, yeah. Who's going to Grand Con this weekend?
I wish.
Where is Grand Con?
Grand Rapids.
I'm not. I did go to a con this weekend. We could talk about that a little bit and stuff as well. That was interesting. It was a local con. Yeah.
Nice.
We'll have Luca painting, you said, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Always love doing that. Good episode coming our way, I hope.
Yeah, I think so. I think we got some good stuff going on.
Cool. I like your shirt.
Thank you.
You got some of they have returned. I see them, or at least I see Dave. I don't see Di saying hi on here. Maybe
They're
she's
probably
not.
both. They're probably
They're
both.
probably both sitting there.
I told you
Yeah.
about the shirt though, right? That Dave had the surgery and he was out for a while, and that's why the shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good people.
I like
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
I literally said Grand Rapids before when you
Oh,
asked.
did you?
You really don't listen. It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's because we are in a conversation right now with more than just you and me. There are people in the comments, and I'm the one that pops them up, so I have to read them and look at them. So I can't hear what they're doing, what you're doing sometimes all the time. So yeah, it's the same.
Yep.
The other Grand Rapids. There's another. Oh, I guess there's a Canadian one.
Well, Corey's not in Canada, and I said Grand Rapids, and then the other Grand Rapids, which there's only one Grand Rapids. Not the one I said because you didn't listen. Hey, Wayne.
Yeah, I listen. I hear you.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Well, other people listen, and that's what really counts. They're the ones that matter, right? And if you do listen, hit like and subscribe, blah, blah, blah. See, I tried to work it into it was a whole bit. I was listening the whole time.
If only that were the case.
Where am I thinking there's some movie that talks about the Grand Rapids, Michigan? Like when
Gross Point Blank?
Is that where that happens?
It happens in Michigan, so.
But not Grand Rapids?
Don't know.
There's some kind of movie or something that talks about Grand Rapids, Michigan. And whenever I saw it on there, it made me think of it. But yeah.
Maybe.
Anyway. Yeah, if anybody thinks of it, pop it in the chat.
Is there a Grand Rapids in Manitoba, Matt?
What is Manitoba? Oh, is that a Canadian place?
That's Canadian.
Manitoba.
Does this have first appearance on here? No.
They're just okay Rapids. That's Oklahoma Rapids.
Mediocre.
Oklahoma Rapids, right? Yeah, and there are a few things on the list that got worked on and stuff like that we'll talk about still. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. I was surprised that some of the stuff on this list is this old. 7 years old.
Yeah. Yep. Feels like it just recently came out, and it did not. I mean, 7 years. I don't know.
7 years used to be so long ago, right?
I know. Yeah, it's not anymore.
That's a blink. But I mean, lots happened and stuff. But all right, cool. Well, should we jump into announcements?
We can. Yeah, sure. What do you got?
Do
you
you
talk
have
about the convention that you went to?
Yeah, I could do that. I'll also announce if anybody, and I think I've mentioned this before, but if anybody is in Houston, I'm running Cardboard Alchemy playtest every Wednesday night at Dragon's Lair. You can contact me directly and say, hey, I want to join that. And you get to test play the stuff that we haven't put out publicly yet, or, stuff that we're working on currently, all that stuff. Yeah, so you can come and the Dragon's Lair is my local game store. They're awesome. They're huge. And they had a convention called LairCon this weekend. And so I went there, and I noticed that they were one of our backers. So they had tons of deluxe Critter Kitchen boxes, the big giant ones. I don't think I have them back here yet. It's downstairs. But the big giant ones with all the stuff, and it's like $120 on there. And they had, a good amount of them, but I know they sold a bunch of them too. So I said, I'll come here and I'll demo it for people. I'll tell them how it is and stuff. And then sold out of the place. So yeah, that was cool.
You're taking
it's
credit
an easy
for
one
that?
to sell. Huh?
You're taking credit for that?
Yeah, I'm taking it. No, it's actually really easy to sell. I mean, people walk up to looking at the artwork and go, oh, this looks like Flamecraft. And they're like, we made Flamecraft too. And then you could just walk right into how it plays. And people are like, oh, that sounds cool. So yeah, so I did that all day Saturday, and it was pretty fun. I mean, and met a lot of people in Houston and stuff. I need to get out. That's another reason why I'm doing the Wednesday thing, trying to find more people playing games and stuff. So in the local community, all my friends are like either role players or not in Texas. So I got to find people around here.
You will do that at a game store. You'll
Hmm.
find people. That's for sure.
Yep. I was unfortunately positioned right next to the DJ.
Oh, nice. That is your hell. That's got
Yeah.
to be your living hell.
Well, it didn't start off too bad because while the guy was setting up, I gave him the look like, "Are you really putting a subwoofer right next to the booth where I need to talk to people?" And he looked at me. He was very nice. He was like, "Don't worry. I understand. It's like a small space. I mean, it's not real too small actually. It's a big place, but." He was like, people are going to want to talk and all that. So I'm going to keep it down low. And he did. I wasn't even bothered by it. Unfortunately, they change DJs every hour.
Oh my God.
So the next person coming in had no thought about that. And boom, it was blasting at one point. Then it'd be lower on it. Different takes and stuff like that. Yeah.
Why would you have a DJ? Like, it doesn't. Retro Game Con, which I've talked about, that happens a couple weeks after QsCon. They have some of those nerd bands come in that like play Mario Brothers themes and play Zelda and play stuff in like 8-bit kind of. They're nationally toured, but they're loud as fuck. And it's cool if you're like playing games and there's music going on, or you're there for like to see them. Like that's one thing. But they had it one year facing where the board game section was, and it was just like you couldn't think of drawing a card. Like that was hard to get into your like. I need to draw from a deck, and I can't think about it because the music is blaring in my face. They've changed it since, which is fantastic. But that one year
Yeah.
was like, why would you even? I mean, and it's different for retro because that's a thing that they've had for a while, and the board game section's been growing. But there have been people for New Year's. I've been asked because we do a New Year's party, and they asked about is there going to be music? No, no, there is not going to be music because you can't separate the music from the gaming. Not everyone wants to dance, and then you want to
Yeah.
think about playing games. That's rough as hell.
Well, there was no dancing. I mean, the whole place was full of booths and people trying to sell their stuff or show
Sure,
off new
sure.
things and stuff like that. Yeah,
Why
and I mean,
have a
I
DJ?
don't really know. Most of them were really nice and courteous. Most of them kept it down to a pretty low thing where it didn't bother people. Um, but there were a couple of them that made it too loud where I was like yelling and going, "What?" Like trying to listen to people. So yeah, that
Were
was
they
unfortunate.
playing like your kind of music at least, or were they playing like
No, no.
stuff you
It
don't
was
like
like
listening
club techno,
to?
just
And there's
yeah.
their outro.
No, yeah, and none of it had anything to do with gaming. Like I would have thought maybe they'd mix in some Mario Brothers sound or
Yeah,
like the theme music from Zelda. I mean, I know those are all video games, but at least it's in the genre
yeah,
nearest
yeah, yeah.
adjacent or something. This was all like, that's why I like to dance, dance, dance. Just like you're like, what? I'm, I'm trying to listen to people and it's like dance, 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 dance. And then you get a pause of like silence and you're like, oh thank God. It goes like, oh God. Like,
Please, someone take these sound
oh,
clips and put it into on the QsCon Discord of that AI music generator thing. Please put
booth,
it in
booth,
there.
booth. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's hysterical.
Uh so yeah, it was that was the only little drawback, but other than that, it's a great thing.
That seems rough. Like having a like something in the background and then you can use it for like announcements or raffles or whatever. But having music going through like that, especially in a closed, I don't care how big your store is, you got walls and a ceiling, that sound's gonna just oof.
Yeah. What's the red versus blue this year? Oh, they talking about QsCon?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're I don't know. I don't know yet. Or
Speaking
I
of
know
that,
and
I
I'm
mean,
not saying.
you got to start adding that to your announcements at this point. Well, you've talked about it before, but I mean, a little more specific. You know,
Yeah.
dates and all that stuff coming up.
Yeah, I got some really cool shit planned. It's gonna be fun.
QSCon is, did it say 3 weeks in the comments I saw there?
Well, just under 4 weeks. It's the 18th.
September 18th. Gotcha.
September 18th it starts. So yeah,
Is
no
that
more Dr.
Friday?
Pepper shenanigans. Not gonna happen. We had
Is
a
that a
meta
Friday?
game at the con last year. It was the Cola Wars. And the first time we did it was the Leprechaun in March, and it was cultists versus Cthulhu, or cultists versus investigators. And when you entered, you got your soul, and you got a chip, a 3D printed chip. I have mine here
Okay.
somewhere. And you got to wager your soul on a game to win souls. So you put up, you ante up your soul, and then if you won, you got them all or whatever. And then in September, it was the Cola Wars. So it was Pepsi versus Coke, red versus blue, Coke versus Pepsi. And then you were trying to like do the same thing that you were doing with the souls, but as this other thing with soda, the Cola Wars, and you were trying to put them into a box. You'd have to turn in a certain number to turn a state. So we had a map of the United States, and you'd turn in 10 of the coins or 20 of the coins to flip a state from blue to red or whatever it was. And then at the end of the con, it was who like the majority of the country that team won kind of thing. It was fun. It was a real cool. I'm working on it. Oh, nice. Yeah, it was a fun thing to do as a collaborative thing with the entire attendees. It was good.
That's cool.
I had fun with it. Yeah, it was fun.
So you don't know what the two different things are, like spy versus spy or whatever you're gonna pick this time, kind of thing. I don't know why I said spy versus spy. I meant blue versus red or whatever.
Red versus blue. Yeah, spy versus spy works. That was white versus black. The
Sure.
old school comic and the game. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever read Mad magazine?
Not often.
I had like maybe like half a year where I started like getting into it, reading and all that stuff, and then I walked away. Like, I don't know
Nice.
why, but
Nice.
yeah. So yeah, you got QSCon showing up. What else you got going on?
Did we switch totally to what I'm doing now? After your
Yeah, I already
No.
talked about. Yeah, I pushed towards QSCon.
We didn't have the bug of the week though. You didn't want to do the bug
I
of
have
the
no
week?
bug.
Okay.
There's never a bug of the week. I
Yeah,
don't know how they got
QSCon
started.
QSCon is September 18th in a couple weeks. The full color merch. This is, I mean, for those that care and are watching and maybe watching this before Friday, the full color shirts with Luca's full image in color has to be in by Friday. And then the regular stuff, the one color stuff with the hoodies and the zip ups and everything has to be in by Monday. So this is the last week/weekend to get your orders in for that stuff that's not sold at the convention. I order whatever
Why
is
don't you
pre-ordered,
sell
I
that at the
order.
convention?
Because I don't want to worry about gauging how many to buy and then be stuck on a whole bunch of stock.
Gotcha.
It just doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. So if they were generic, if they didn't have the year on it, like they were just straight up like, Return of the Rossi type shirts, there's no year or whatever, then yeah, I could sell those for years and then it wouldn't really matter. But these all have the year on it and they're kind of moot once the next year comes around. I still have some. Like I usually order one extra of each size just in case. But yeah, they're all pre-order stuff.
I did that for my first game in Kickstarter. We made T-shirts because why not? But
Yeah.
we had to order in bulk and we ordered beforehand. So for the longest time, I just had tons of shirt that just said in yellow letters on a black shirt, "Evil Intent." And then no, we gave them all the way to Goodwill. And so it just tickles me that there's a bunch of people walking around that say "Evil Intent" around Houston, and they don't know why or what it is.
That's funny. Well, when you redo that game, you'll have new shirts to make. So
yeah, I guess I could revisit that game someday. I know that you said it. I should at some point. So
yeah, you absolutely should.
yeah, maybe it's
It's
one of those things where like I have a lot of other ideas that I want to do, but
well, the game was what, 2015, 2013?
2012.
12. So I mean, there's a lot of things that have happened over the past 13 years that could enhance that game for sure. It's worth it. I think it's worth it. We had a great time playing it as old and
Eh,
seriously. I'm gonna push
you
the
had a
boundaries.
great time playing it
It was fun.
because it was us and it was a great group. We would have had fun playing anything.
That
But
happens. That happens with any game, though, right? Like there are games that you play that are good because of the group, and there are games that are good just because they're good. That game was good because of the group, but it was good because it's good. It has a lot of good things. The way that you move around and you have your two agents you're moving, like it's really good. Um,
hopefully not.
no, but I'll bring one. I think both of mine. So the funny thing, I ordered one from Noble Knight, and it showed up signed by both him and Aaron. And then I ordered another one that I can get. I got him to sign it at the Gathering. So I have two copies of it. I'll make sure there's one there.
Boo.
It's good. It's good. We'll definitely. I mean, Dave and Dial would be there. We'll play it again. It's a good
I'm
one.
not saying people won't like it. I'm just saying that it's not the kind of game that I would design today, right? So you're kind of like cringy, like, don't look at my old shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. So I have that's the biggest thing right now. I guess that's the most pressing issue is if anyone wants to get that stuff that it's ending this weekend, Friday for the color, the full colors, Monday for the one color. And then over the next couple weeks, there'll be announcements of the events that are happening, the special guests that'll be there, the sponsors and supporters, all the stuff that I start flooding. The weeks leading up to it. However,
name all the important people that are showing up
I will.
off the top of your head right now.
I have 25 of them.
Can you name them all without forgetting someone and then
Of
feeling bad
course,
that you forgot
I
someone?
made special guest things,
Okay,
squares to post. I made all 25 of them.
nice.
Yeah.
Who's
Industry
the
people,
best?
publishers, designers.
Who's your top five?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Top five people that are coming to QSCon.
I will give you my top 25 in no order, alphabetically, starting with Z.
That's on theme. Yeah.
Yep, that's how I'll do it. Yeah, so that's happening, and then the biggest thing, it happened last year, and then something new is happening this year. We're part of the New York State Championships. So in the Northeast, in different sections, certain conventions host championships for games, and we're the sole New York one, and we have Rebel Princess from Bezier, Cat in a Box. What else is there? Boop is another one. So the championships, the New York State Championships, are at QSCon. The Road to Gen Con, which I'm sure you've seen people use as marketing, right? The Road to Gen
Right.
Con. The Road to Gen Con is coming through QSCon this year. And there's 4 games that are being used for that. And the winner of each of those games gets a 4-day badge to Gen Con for the Nationals. So the qualifier for, and they're card games from Bicycle, but Hearts, Euchre, and Spades. The qualifiers are QSCon weekend. And the winner of that, each one gets a 4-day badge to. You're not winning them all, Eric. I don't even know what he said. I saw his name pop up when I talk about winning stuff. I assume it's Eric talking about winning everything.
He says redonate it. That's nice.
All right.
That's nice.
Because he's gonna win all 4 of them and only need one. Yeah, sure.
It's because he's so tall he can see everybody's cards
He
or whatever.
can. He cheats. He cheats. So Hearts, Spades, and Euchre, and the winner of each of those tournaments, because of the qualifiers, the winner of each of those tournaments gets a 4-day badge to Gen Con. And then that game, Doomlings. Doomlings is a part of the Road to Gen Con, and the qualifier, the Northeast qualifiers at QSCon, and the winner of that gets a 4-day badge to Gen Con as well.
You mentioned this last week, and we were talking about. I didn't know what euchre. I still don't know what euchre is actually.
Yeah.
And then, but spades and hearts, I know have partners. So does that mean 2 people will win the badges then?
I think one of them is a partner game, and both of them win. Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know spades and hearts. I think when I was reading the description, it just said.
I mean, spades is.
So if spades is the team one, I don't know if hearts is the team one.
Oh yeah, I guess you can play hearts without. Yeah, it's Spades that
One,
has that partner.
one
Yeah.
of them is the team based, and they do.
Hmm.
Each of them would get a badge to Gen Con,
Oh, Eric's
which I
not
think
going to be at
that's
QSCon.
pretty sweet. No, he won't. Oh, that's right. Somehow he'll find a way to win. It's ridiculous.
It seemed that way when I met him.
Yeah, that is
I
funny.
thought it was funny. We took a picture together, and I said, "Squat down a little bit so I don't look so short."
Mhm.
And he said he purposely shoots up top when he's with you to make you look even shorter in comparison. I thought that was
Mm.
hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to look into euchre, whatever that is.
Yeah, Matt's saying he wants to have a tourney. There is. I mean, there's the tournament that's happening, and the winner gets a badge, a 40 badge um to Gen Con. And also, I told Matt when I saw him last, I have that deck of cards that I think he left there when they were playing euchre, in March. So,
Hey, Corey. I miss Corey and Johnny. I hadn't seen them for a while.
oh, you see him in September if you
We
were
should get
going up
together for a online game or something.
a convention in Syracuse, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Gotta ask Euchre about
that's. I mean, QSCon is definitely ramping up. It's getting.
see that.
I got my new stickers. Did I show you my new stickers?
No, I don't think so.
Luca got a
Oh
little
yeah,
older.
yeah. Yeah, you showed. I think you showed me his sticker. I don't know if you showed any other stickers though.
Yeah, I have the new logo, the new round logo with him
Yeah,
throwing the die now. Yeah, he grew up a little
that's
bit. He's
cool.
a year older now. So, yeah. So that's that. I mean, that's my next couple weeks are going to be focused on just getting QsCon in order, getting the shirts ordered, the jerseys, the new jerseys that we ordered should be here this week. So, um, it's always real. It never. It's a year-long thing, but this time when September 1st is coming around, that's when it really starts to slap because now
Cool.
it's like it's time to do shit. So
Nice.
yeah, I love it. It'll be fun.
Hope everybody has fun. I will be sad that I'm not attending. It's
We
not
will.
because I don't want to.
Yeah, we'll be sad that you're not there. We'll get you there eventually. There's a lot of people. It's not. It's hard because it's right around. Like a lot of people go to Essen, so that's usually a problem for some because they're gearing up for that thing. Although I think it's later this year than normal. And distance. I mean, it's not right around the corner for a lot of people. So
Cool. Yeah, it's
um,
I wish I could drive to it, but I looked it up one time. It was something like I think it was 22 hours or something like that for me to drive to it. It's a bit long.
well, if you can meet up with Eric Cancel and meet up with Matt Ryan, you guys could just carpool it up. That'd be a hell of a
Yeah,
road trip, the three of
I
you
think
for like
Matt's in
20
Austin.
hours.
Where's Eric?
Dallas, I think.
Dallas. Okay.
Him
Well,
and
Dallas
Matt, I
is
think, are
four and a
both
half
in Dallas.
hours from here. So yeah.
Yeah, I think they're both up in Dallas.
Yeah. Yeah. Texas is too far away from everybody else.
I'm trying to tell you.
All right. So, any other announcements? Announcements?
That's it for now. No,
I can't speak. That's not important for these kind of shows, right?
no,
We
definitely.
got a
Like
Luca painting though.
getting the name of the show right is a little more important.
I did get it right. I just
Mm.
almost didn't get it right. I can't think
Yes.
of other stuff when I'm about to do the welcome to all that stuff.
Right. Um. Okay, so Luca painting, and then we'll get into it. Yep. Um. So Luca is turning 4 in November. He starts his first day of pre-K a week from tomorrow, which is astounding. um. He'd been doing watercolor paintings for since he was 1, December when he turned just after he turned 1. His brother is now doing it as well. And every Monday, I show off a painting of his or theirs, depending on if it's a 2-fer or a 1-fer. This is a 1-fer. This is just Luca's. My selection is from the vintage year of 2023.
Vintage here.
So this is June of
23, a good
23.
year for paintings.
Good year. So he's been doing it now. In 23, he would have been doing it for. He started in December of 22, so he's only doing it for about a half a year now. Um, and Mika was born in 23, February of 23 too. So
Hmm.
this is his for today. You ready?
Yep. Ooh. Oh, I like this one. Oh, I kind of want to draw that. I want to draw what I see in like more detail, basically. That's what I mean. Not like I want to draw exactly that, right? I'm going to take a picture of that so I can draw it later. I already know what I see and all that, but I'm going to see if other people see it. Say it in the comments. What do you see? Um, I'm sure it's all good and nice and not the weird thing that I see.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it's not.
Exploding hot dog loaded with cheese and red onions.
Mm. You hungry, Brandon?
You mean exploding like whenever you microwave it too much and then it splits open? Or is it just the pink part that you see and then it's like actually exploding out?
Everything Brandon sees is phallic in nature.
It is a reoccurring shape.
Mm-hmm.
About two people training their Pikachu, one in a purple chair. One, are the orange people the people? I mean, the orange the people and the yellow the Pikachus.
Interesting.
We got a blonde man's side profile in a negative space. He's putting on an orange coat. Okay.
That's interesting.
I see that. Yep. Always looking in a negative space. Okay. African fire toad abstract. Okay. That's very close to what I was getting to in my head. A T-Rex busting up through some flames. Ooh, where's the T-Rex? Is the yellow like its mouth like that? I can see that. If you look close at the top middle, you see a hair and mouth and eyes. Close at the top middle, you see hair. Close. Okay.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I see like a bird face. Something Thanksgiving. And Corey's hungry too. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. We need September Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fire Spirits Dance Party. A guy in the middle and a bunny on the right and girl on the left. Guy in the middle, girl on the right. Oh, and
bunny
on
the right, girl on the left.
Bunny on the right, or bunny in the middle. Okay, I see. Bunny on the right. I see. Dance party with bunnies and fairies. The negative space is a fox head. The dot is the eye. Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, October Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's pretty close to November Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
we'll have all three.
Their Thanksgiving is in October. October 10th, right, Matt? Isn't it October? It's early in October.
The negative space is... Oh, we already did that one. Yeah. I think... Who said the frog? The African fire toad. Steven, yeah. That's very close to kind of what I was thinking, but I see more of like a giant demon frog sitting on like pink hind legs. And it's got like these big droopy hands like this kind of thing. But its eyes are way down where its like chest would be. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a cool looking creature.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yep. For the dance party. Mm-hmm. All right. Did he give us a clue? What did you see?
No, this was before he was labeling. He's born in 21, right? So he just started doing this in December of 22.
That's one of my favorites. I like it when he goes crazy abstract.
I really like this one.
Yeah. What do you see?
So I see using the negative space here, I definitely see a person. There's an eye, the nose coming out this way, and the mouth. Mm-hmm. And then like it looked like an album cover from the 70s. Like it's got that kind of vibe to it.
Sure.
But I also see one of my favorite couch video games split before they did away with all split screen games. and you had to do everything on fucking line. Was Army of Two. It was like just a couch co-op where you literally a split screen. But the cover of one of the Army of Two games had one of the like face masks of one of the dudes, and that it reminded me of this. Like that was the eye, and it just looked like a half of a face mask kind of. But I love the stripes that he did and the little bits of purple that are in there. Like you can see the purple in the background. It's just really cool color.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, like if you're looking at the right thing, you got that split down the middle cover. I was Army of Two. I want to say maybe it was the second one. I don't remember. But yeah, that's the vibe that it gave me. But I can't unsee the if I use the right camera, I can't unsee the negative space. The dude just chilling there, right? Like that's his shoulder, and then this would be his chin, his nose, his eye coming up to his hair. It just looks. I really like that one. It looks really like a Charlie's Angels type of '70s cover with the stripes and everything. So. Hey, what's going on?
So you don't know what it? Yeah, nobody knows who it is. I mean, Luca doesn't even know what it is. Sometimes he just says what it is afterwards. I think, my guess anyway.
Oh yeah, this is before he started giving me what they were, deciding that he was painting certain things. So. No, that's good. That's good. I don't know if I would get back into it now. I'm out of video games. Give me hockey and give me Guitar Hero. Or I'll go back and play Halo and Army of Two and Gears of War and that stuff. But I don't know if I would get back into it again.
You should get a Switch and play Zelda.
Yeah, I have a Switch.
But you haven't played Breath of the Wild?
I have Switch 1, and I lost hours to Animal Crossing, fishing and building.
No, Breath of the Wild's one of the best games ever made.
I know.
One of the best ever made.
I believe it.
It's great.
I believe it.
Yeah, that was good. I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one too. That's a good one. I say we jump into the board games of 18, and then I'll do the torture later for you. I mean, the game later for you.
All right. Yeah, we could do that. I mean, that's probably why people showed up, right?
Sure.
They want to hear about board games and stupid stuff like that, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, at least that's what we told people we talk about. Eventually we get to the topic. And it's only been 37 minutes, so
much better than last week. Last week I think it took us an hour to get there.
That's true. But that's because we did a little game or something before that. So
we did.
This time we're doing the game afterwards.
Right.
Cool. So we're going to do top 5 games 2018. Now, normally we have our normal caveats to this, right? If we worked on something, we don't put it in the list, but we do mention it because we should, right? I have I have 2 games that I worked on that came out this year. That's cool. To some degree, I worked on them. And I know you have a game that you definitely worked on this year.
I agree.
Animal Crossing. I never played it.
Oh, it's addictive. I'm looking at it. I still have my GameCube memory cards with all my different islands because you can time jump and get the shit that you were missing. I still have my Wavebird sitting on top of it. I still have all that stuff.
Yeah, I missed out on that.
Animal Crossing is fun. Yeah, so 2018 was a fun year for me, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, 17 really started it because that's the whole planning process, but 18 was really cool to see it come to fruition, even if it was not done properly by the publisher, not by us.
You don't think it was done properly? I thought it turned out really great.
I think it came out fine. I think there were a couple things that we wanted to fix that we wanted in the main game that wasn't there, and then it just didn't have a release, right? It came out October of 2018. It wasn't at Gen Con. So it came out. They didn't advance copy anything. So it was October of 18, and then Gen Con of 19. It wasn't even in their booth.
Well, I mean, we played it at. You showed me the expansion. We played it at the gathering and stuff. I say we ought to do it every year. We should play it every year.
I'm fine with that.
Make
We're
it harder and
redoing
harder
it
every
anyway.
year.
We're redoing it. We're doing more to it. So
That's cool.
it's a fun one. I mean, the Masterminds of Mayhem definitely make the villains or the masterminds more important and more
Thematic.
iconic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather
Yeah.
than just sitting there like a regular villain with just a buff like to their health or
Right.
whatever. They actually do stuff and move around and mess with you, and it feels more like the villain, the mastermind, the big bads of the show, rather than just a thug. But yeah, super fun. I mean, the whole process was amazing. Being able to work with Richard, those that know my story, like his Arkham Horror Second Edition was what got me into board games, and to be able to call him a friend and talk to him on a semi-regular basis, and be able to work with him at that point, and
Richard Lanius is who you're talking about.
yeah, it's amazing.
Your names are so small.
I know. They're on the back too, though. They're on the front and the back, which is neat.
Huh.
Yeah.
Are they?
And I
Oh yeah, they're even smaller on the back.
I know. I still have 5 designer copies and 5 copies of the Masterminds expansion left from the initial 2 cases they sent. And I have one of them signed by Richard. So this year, the beginning of this year at Tantrum Con was the first time I've seen Richard since that came out because COVID. Like I saw him at Gen Con, right?
Yeah.
What?
Not counting virtual, right?
No, not counting virtual. Right. Like in person. So it was the first time that I got my copy of the game signed by him.
That's funny.
Yeah, and I have a copy signed for the Extra Life raffle in November for QSCon too. So it was neat. And then of course one of my most prized possessions is the rule book to the game signed by Kevin Conroy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my friend Ian Moss. He's a designer. He brought it to the first ever QSCon, which was 2019.
So yeah, I mean, obviously that was your first game, big moment, and also coming out with Batman. I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah. Actually, Steven's in the chat. A couple years ago, Steven got me this.
Oh, that's cool.
Right? And it works.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'll turn it off. He'll show up any minute if you keep it on.
I know. Well, you've never seen me and him in the same spot, right? That shows out right there.
That's why you're the dark designer.
That's why I'm the dark designer.
I think I would totally know this was you. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, I couldn't do it because I have the nose ring, right? But
you
of course, little do you know, I can flip it up. Yeah. It kind of hurts a little bit because I have the spiked one in, but yeah, if I ever get pulled over, it gets pulled up.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, sure. You get pulled over a lot?
No, not in a long time.
Oh, okay. All right. Good.
But I still think about it, just in case. So leaving Batman off the list obviously wouldn't be fair to just be like that's our number one. But I know you also you were at least there, and you mentioned it a lot. The Sagrada 5 to 6 player expansion came out this year, right?
Oh, well, yeah. We normally don't talk about expansions, but that Sagrada is how I met Daryl when I was volunteering with Floodgate. I met Daryl when Sagrada came out, and the 5-6 expansion is one of the best additions to a game out there. Lego Batman. It's Lego Batman. He'll be about that big.
It'll take a while. Gotham's far away.
Sure.
I worked on a friend of the show, Brad Brooks, his game Rise of Tribes, who incidentally the artist Sergio Chavez is doing my next game, so that's pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
I worked as a dev assistant to Rise of Tribes on that, and I also worked on Alex Cutler's game Expansity that came out that year. I made the little building modes of it and stuff, like 3D models and stuff. So
that's
cool.
Fun.
And they all stack and have different tops to the buildings and stuff. It's fun.
Right. I didn't know that.
So leaving those off the list. But But talking about leaving something off the list, I'm going to start something new.
Oh, here we go.
No. I'm going to start something new because of certain notes I've gotten from both you and the comments that I tend to put a lot of the same games in lists, right?
What? No, you don't. What?
It's not my fault that a lot of our lists ask for games that are, I mean, I'm not going to be disingenuous and be like, yeah, I've said this enough, so I'll leave it off. I'm trying to give you my top 5, right? Mm-hmm. So the way around that is I'm going to create something called Legacy, and I'm going to put games in that whenever they fit and leave them off lists. And from now on, they won't go on lists because otherwise they'd be on list all the time.
Right. This is gonna.
So there is a game this year that came out.
More work to do though.
No. I'm just going to mention it. There's a game that came out this year that is always on my list. What?
Can I pick it?
Yeah, you know what it is, don't you?
Of course I do. It's highlighted on my list.
Well, what is it?
Would it happen to start with a C, done by TMG?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Crusaders. Thy Will Be Done. Yep.
I mean, you could put the Concordia expansion on your list, too, if you want to, because that came out this year. But
I don't put expansions on there, but yeah. And actually, sure. I haven't fully played that. I only played like half a game of it.
Oh, okay.
The Salt one? Yeah. Salsa or whatever? Yeah. I have it.
No, was it Salsa? Oh, maybe it was Salsa. I don't remember.
And I have other maps and stuff. But what I'm doing is I'm putting Crusaders on the Legacy list. And it's not going to be part of the list because I talk about it way too much.
So you just talked about it, though. So you turned your top 5 into 6. Right.
No. That's not what happened. Right. What I did was I want to make this fun content for everybody. So I put it to the side. Then we'll start the list.
You quite literally put it front and center and then put it to the side.
In Legacy, it's not in the top 5 now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're saying Crusaders will never be on a future list?
Unless that future list is the Legacy things, yes.
And you're only doing one Legacy per list?
No, I'm just putting.
So this is quickly going to be a top 10 at some point.
If Legacies go in there, like if it's the top 5 blah blah blahs, and I have 2 things that I've just talked ad nauseum about,
I'll be like, talk about them.
I'm going to be like, here's the 2 things that are going on the list, and then push them off. Yeah.
So really, you've turned the top 5 into top 6 or top 5 plus now.
No. Like I'm not going to bring up Crusaders anymore, right? And unless the list is specifically about what's on the Legacy thing. Like if we say what's the top 5 Legacy games, then I will go through this list and pick them out. But
all right. Hypothetically speaking, next week our top 5 is games that have orange components. You're not bringing Crusaders onto that list?
No, it's in Legacy.
But you're not going to mention it? Like if it wasn't in Legacy, I would talk about Crusaders.
No, because it's already been mentioned as Legacy. It's being pushed out, so I wouldn't mention it. No. So I'll mention it when something new gets added to Legacy, but I won't mention it again.
So Crusaders isn't coming up on our future list?
Unless that specific list requests for Legacy. That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
It's like if someone says, "Oh, let's do top 5 of the games that are in your Legacy," then obviously, yeah. I'm trying to keep the list fresh.
Okay.
While still maintaining my,
cheating record. Got it. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I have to do this because I put things in order, whereas you just talk about random things.
I do totally random. They have nothing to do with board games that came out in 2018. You're right. It's just totally
no, random. But you just have a whole list of games that you like, and then you kind of say things as they come to you, depending on what I said you've said before. That's what you've said.
I like to go back and forth. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of like I put my top 5 together while I'm on the show.
Yeah, I've done that before.
All right, do your number 1 or your number 5 or your number 6. What are you on? What are you doing?
My number 5. I'm going first.
Sure.
All right. Did you have anything else that you wanted to put in the, you worked on or anything like that, or?
No, the Batman
Okay.
was my first one, so
Yeah.
no.
Cool. All right. Well, then we'll talk about our number 5. Okay. So my number 5, I forgot to share screens here.
You should do that.
I should have done that before I hit the whole dramatic music, and now it's kind of falling. Yeah.
Womp, womp.
All right, so here we go. That's wrong.
Wait, so can I talk about Crusaders then on my list? Yeah.
Hold on, I'm showing the wrong thing. Hold on.
What are you doing? Take it down.
Oh, I'm trying to show the other thing. Why is that not showing?
Remove other media.
I don't know what's going on. We're having technical difficulties.
What are you even doing? What are you doing?
I'm trying to show my screen, but you're showing your screen.
I'm still on this, so my normal thing.
Right.
There's nothing else.
How
about we do that first, and now we do this?
There you go. That's what I was trying to show.
That's all I did was click add to screen.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was a glitch. That was a total glitch. That was fun.
All right. So my number 5 is Empires of the Void. Red Raven game.
Red Raven. Very nice.
Not a typical Red Raven game because it happens in the future of the, what's it called? Arzium
Sure,
universe?
Future Arzium. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is, there's going to be some pictures of the old one, it looks like here. But yeah, these come with the thing. You have different cool ships and stuff. But this is basically the future. You have the same kind of, frogmen and stuff like that. And he's created some other alien type creatures and stuff like that. But is it 4X? It's not 4X. But you don't really fight each other though, do you?
No, I guess not. 3X?
It's some X's. But
you don't exterminate.
No, you don't. It's kind of like a Civ building almost in space. Yeah, it's a lot like that, but it has that mechanism of I'm choosing this action, and everybody else can do the sub action of it, kind of thing, right?
Right.
Which is what like San Juan kind of thing, right? And I think there's like if you don't want to do that, you can pay something to do another sub action or something like that. It's been a few years since I played this. But looking through this list and stuff, I was like, oh, I got to get to this to the table again. Because it was a really great game. Ooh, they painted that one. Have you played this one?
I have not played this one.
Oh, yeah.
Red Ravens that I haven't played.
It is a great one. This is the V2 one. The actions are up here at the top right. Those are the 5 actions you could do, and then like the sub actions are below it. And so there's this I don't see it here. Oh, the big orange tube it's like this big. It's a big tube. And you put it on there and say, I'm doing this. So you can't choose the action that was last there. So a little scythe kind of thing at the same time. Yeah. But it's really good because everybody's doing stuff kind of at the same time, Yeah. Empires of the Void 2. I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, and it's a great one.
You ever play the first one?
I haven't. No. In fact, I missed it, and I was like, oh, man, there's a Red Raven game that I missed because I was getting them all at the time. And then he came out with the second one, and I was like, oh, even better because, when he does a part 2 or something like that, the same thing for City of Iron, I think. I got the part 2 of that. It's just a little tighter, a little better, a little stronger kind of thing, He tends to do that to some of them. Like he did it to Sleeping Gods too. He made a second one of that, which I haven't played yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Interesting. And you could say Near and Far is the part 2 to Above and Below.
So. That's true. I mean, I guess it functions differently though.
That's true. It does.
Yeah.
Well, there's another one that isn't Near and Far. It's like
Now
here
and
and
then.
there or something. Now and then. Yeah. Yeah. Here and there or whatever it was. Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
called Now and Then.
Oh, okay. I haven't played that one, but
I wouldn't be. Look it up. I think it's called Now and Then.
it probably is. Yeah. Let's see.
I think so.
Now and then. Now and then, you say?
Now and Later. No, Now and Later's are the foods, isn't it?
Now and then.
Yeah. Evan said
That's
Now
not
and
it.
Later.
That's definitely not it. Now and later.
It's not Now and Later. Those are the
That's
candies.
now or later.
To and fro.
To and fro. Yeah. Who knows what it is? But anyway, that's my number 5. Empires of the Void 2.
It's a good pick. Totally
Cool.
different cover for the second one than the first one, right? The first one had more of his art style. The second one just had a really black background. Like, it looked spacey and futuristic. And
Yeah, I'm trying to find a good picture of it because the one picture for the cover is really small.
right,
But he did do that artwork too. I
right.
kind of feel like, yeah, you can kind of see the clouds and stuff there. I kind of
Mhm.
feel like he wanted to go a different style and direction with this, and I wonder sometimes if he feels kind of stuck in the same style because everybody loves it so much, right?
Yeah,
There we go. That's a little better. I mean, that's the cover of the rules, but that's
right.
very spacey. But yeah,
Where is?
you're taffy. Yeah, wishy washy. Hi, Evan.
Now and Later is the candy. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had Now and Laters in a while. Anyway, that's my number 5.
That's a good one.
Ooh, I gotta paint mine. Those look good.
Near and Far, Above and Below.
I know it was something here and there.
Yeah, I'm looking. The Ancient World was another one.
I have that one. Yep.
Artifacts Inc. That was a City of
Mm-hmm.
Iron.
Mm-hmm. This one was fairly recent. Has kind of a brownish cover.
Future Caravan. Deep Vents. Django's Dream. 8-Minute Empire, which is now being redone.
Yep.
Empire of the Void 1 and 2. Yeah, Empire of the Void 1 is it looks different, right? It's got the characters on the front.
Got people on the front. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Characters, yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna find this game.
Well, find it on your own time. What's your number 5?
Islebound, Klondike Rush, Nightfall,
Islebound's
Megaland, Near and Far, Amber Mines.
Yeah, Ember Mines was an expansion.
Now or Never.
Now or never. Oh, I thought there was an and.
Now or Never.
Now or never. Yeah, that's it. Not brown at all.
Nope, red.
Yeah, I've never played that one.
I love red
Sassafras.
ribbon rings.
Sassafras.
Oh, that's it. You've set Evan off now. It's over.
Yeah,
Wishy washy.
that's what he'll be doing for the rest of the night.
Yep, this is Evan, everybody.
Sooner or later.
Um,
Kind of get you. All right, what's your number 5 before we go into descent into madness?
all right, I'm gonna pull a Chris on this one and talk about a game that I talk about often enough, but I need to mention it because it came out this year.
And you're gonna have the legacy stuff.
I'm not doing Legacy. I don't do it nearly as much as you. This one's called The Reckoners.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Why am I getting ink on me? This is weird.
I want to play this.
The
It's
Reckoners
basically
is
like The
fantastic.
Boys, right?
It's so good. Yeah, everybody, all the baddies in the game are enhanced. They all have some sort of superpower, and everyone that's trying to stop it is not enhanced. And you go around in like kind of similar to Marvel United, where you go around. It's in a circle. The way all the locations are, the production value is fucking bonkers. Wait, hold on there. Go back one. So if that's your character, what you do is the number of dice that you have, whether you have extras or you're starting or whatever, you roll, and you must keep at least one. If you can zoom into that board, you see there's three columns of dice there.
Mhm.
You must keep. If you look closely, you'll see that there's a divide in column 1 and column 2, but there isn't the same divide. Like one die will fit there, and then there's like a ridge, a speed bump almost. And the
Mhm.
third column there isn't one. When you roll, you must keep at least one. Then you can re-roll whatever you want. Then you must keep at least one for column 2, and then whatever your third roll is, that's what you keep. And the dice have range, movement, money, whatever, in game resources. So you all do that on your turn, and you can keep as many. Like if you roll perfect with 6 dice first shot, cool. Keep all 6 dice in column 1. You're fine. You're not restricted to just 3. It looks like you're restricted to just 3. And then you take your turn. You go around. You defeat the guards that are around. You defeat the barricades. You go to each location in the circle. If you go through a couple more pictures, you might see.
I
A
thought you were
better
still talking about the.
a better setup. No, I love those are the dice with the different actions, obviously. Um, that's a location with a bad guy. You can't zoom in on that either, can you?
Boom.
Yeah. So the bad guy's in the upper left. There's a card there. The location's in the upper right. And then the purple and the green are the different types of tracks. Each card has a purple health, basically, like a purple threshold and a green threshold. The green is their health. The purple is your like investigating what their weakness is. So when you go to attack it, if you can get the purple down to 0, then the green will go to its secondary health bar, which basically knocks it down in half. Or you can just try and pummel it because some of your attacks don't work because you don't know what its weakness is or whatever. Thematically, that's how that works. And then when it's defeated, there's a benefit in the upper right, but then depending on this how things move, that little blue bracket looking thing that's on the bottom of the bad guy, that'll move. And then every time that baddie triggers, it's not only what's to the left of it, but whatever's in the bracket. And as the bracket moves, it gets worse.
Hmm.
So every time that thing were to trigger, if you don't take care of him, he'll start doing more stuff and bring out more stuff and hit your lair harder or whatever. And there's 5 of them in the game, right? They're just constantly just doing stuff. And you roll your dice and you try and use your investigating clues to figure out what its weakness is, defeat it, you get the thing. Everyone you defeat goes away, a new one comes into that location, and you got to do the whole thing over again. And then the whole while you have your lair, which was one of the first pictures you had. Go back a couple, keep going. That one. So that one's got on the top the equipment you can get, which will give you dice, give you money, give you extra things to spend. Then you have your civilian track, your money track. Your money track's on the right, your civilian track's on the left. And then there's this one thing missing in the middle that starts on the top. And then every time you get hit or the layer gets hit, that thing will drop. And if it gets down to the bottom, someone loses a die. And then it goes in those little those little points that are on the way bottom. And then you got to buy your dice back. So like someone would sacrifice a die if they find your lair. Like it's punishing, and it's really like the threat management level of it is really, really fun. The production value is through the roof. And they have an expansion which I haven't even touched, but it's fantastic. It's one of my favorite co-op games.
Cool. You got to
It's
bring
in
it
a
next.
big box too, like a long, like Mexican Minion, not thick like Mexican Minions, but a long box. It's Sony. Go back one. You'll see the setup. Go back another one. Sorry, I guess it was 2. That. I know it's really small, but like, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's blown up.
Yeah, that's good. Well, anyway, it's super, and that's Steelheart. That's the main bad.
Did you say still hard?
Steelheart?
Heart? Heart.
Heart.
Okay.
Yes.
Hard T. That's important. Okay.
Yeah, Steelheart. Those brackets there as well for the different colors. Like when something triggers from a baddie, it'll refer to yellow, black, red, or blue, and that'll happen. And there's also those brackets that are moving. And then his health is on the right. You can't defeat him until you figure out his weakness. So there's actually that board is kind of double-sided, and it'll go from researching what his weakness is to then trying to attack him. And the whole time your civilians are getting hit, your lair's getting hit, like it's really it's awesome.
It's cool.
I love this one.
I would play this.
It's great. So yeah, Reckoners, it's ranked 1223 on BGG currently.
Yeah.
When
Can you play as hard steel?
I don't know who Hard Steel is.
Hard, still hard.
It's Steel's heart, and no, there's a way that he moves around based on the game. There's also a die, and he'll move around locations. Like he'll move clockwise a certain number of times. I think it's a D8, and you move around or something. You can't play as, but I think there's a new baddie in the expansion, so you're not playing up against Steelheart every time. You can play the new guy.
Okay.
And there's just more stuff in the expansion too, but it's fantastic.
Kind of
And
looks
it's
like
asymmetric. Every character has got like dice that have 2 of their symbol on it. So if you're the sniper, your dice has 2 hits on one of the sides. Where like if I'm not, my hit will only be 1. Like there's the asymmetry in the dice too. Still hard. Don't give him anything, Dave. Jeez. So yeah, the Reckoners. I highly recommend the Reckoners. It's fantastic, and it's based. If you know the series, it's based on a Brandon Sanderson series, which I knew nothing. I never read it. I know nothing about it other
Have you
than
read
what
it since?
I haven't read it since. The only lore I know about this stuff is what I learned from the game.
Gotcha.
Which I guess if you know New Chicago or whatever they call it, like the locations in the game and the baddies in the book, I'm sure there's some fun stuff in there. Kind of like that the game I don't like. That's what is it? I'm messing up Red Raven now. Red Rising.
That one game you don't like.
The one game, yeah, where I didn't know anything about the lore either, but it's based on a well-loved series, so it's a good one.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So are we doing the snake thing?
Yeah, do the snake thing.
That means that you're going to do your number 4.
All right. So my number 4 is a game I haven't talked about recently, but it's Duelosaur Island.
Okay. Yeah, you don't talk about that one too much.
No, not nearly enough. I do when I get the chance. I love Dinosaur Island. I love what Gilmore did. I love what the team over there did. You do feel like you're building a park, and you have your dinosaur meeples, which are great when you're putting them on your pen, and you hire the researchers, and you get to roll the dice, and you do the DNA thing. It overstays its welcome something fierce for me.
This one
does not. This is a 2-player only version of that gets to the fun, gets you rolling, doing your market, your research, where you're getting your all that stuff. All your resources are going up, and you're spending them to do the stuff. This gets to the fun so much faster for me. The only thing is that it's only 2-player, but it does everything that Dinosaur Island does, just without all of that.
This one has fewer steps, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just like what you're saying, it gets to it a little bit faster. Yeah.
Because with Dinosaur Island, it's a long game not a long game to play. It's fine in its play, but the setup and the breakdown of it, unless you have some sort of insert that lets you bring the stuff out and put them out, and everything, putting the dinosaurs away and putting the decks away, and it kind of that also adds to the time of that game with the setup and the breakdown, and then you have the gameplay, and it's a great game. But this just a 2-player version of it. It just punches right out of the gate.
Have you tried the Roar and Write?
Yeah, the Roar and Write's all right.
I haven't tried it. I'm not a big roll and write fan, so I don't jump for them. Doesn't mean I won't try it though.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. There are others that I would prefer to play.
The Toucan one.
Yeah, Trails of Tucana is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
So yeah,
this is a great one.
I adore this game. This game, when I was playtesting it for Ian and John, mostly Ian, I was running Homebound in the district, and one of my students who was suspended for something is a playtester in this game, and we would run through it. Like when the homework was done or the assignments were done, I would just teach them board games, and I would teach this game in its prototype form. I still have my prototype of this game. I love it. I love this game. I think it sings. It's, again, the only crushing thing for it is that it's only 2-player, so you can't play with more people, but I think it gets to what it needs to get to so much faster, and it gets you through the game so much easier.
I mean, 2 players are starting to become way more popular now anyway.
But I have another one I'm going to talk about. So yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, this is number 14 on my list.
Yeah, this is before the whole 2-player, like the dual with the 2-player variants that were coming out. There was another one that was released this year that I don't understand why it needed to be made. I think the main game, the 2 to 4 player version of it was fine. But yeah, this was before that big 2-player boom that was coming. Even the next one, which was just a shot in the dark for me, but I love this one. If you can find a copy of this, the dice are great.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, the game's great.
Very nice. Okay, my number 4, I played last night.
Oh.
And hadn't played for maybe a couple of years, but I do keep returning to it. And it's not a lot of people's favorite genre. You kind of have to have that. It's Western Legends.
Oh, this is still on my need to play list.
You haven't played this one yet?
Not yet.
So Western Legends, I know that they're coming out with like a revamped all together, all the stuff together kind of thing. So I got it, back in 2018, backed it. And so that means that I backed the expansions that came afterwards. The problem is I have not learned any of those expansions. Other than some minor stuff like, oh, here's some new people to play and stuff like that. I've added that into it. But I've gotten like the rule book. They released the rule book for everything all together, and it's like a hardcover big rule book. And it's just like, yeah, I want to learn. I want to learn the expansions I have, like the train and all that stuff. It looks really cool. I just don't get it to the table enough to do it right. But a lot of that is 3D stuff. I'm going to get past. I'm going to try anyway. Get past all. Wow, how many pictures of your 3D crap do you put on there? Apparently a lot. I just want to see the pictures of the actual thing. No? More painted figures? They painted their figures? Okay. So whoever this is, there, jeez. Oh my God. And this is in Spanish. Cool. Anyway.
5 years of doing this, we still don't plan ahead.
I know. Did they sleeve these? Come on, man. Okay, I'm not going to get into sleeving, but they don't need to be sleeved. Cat. Anyway, cowboy, cool. Martial track, yeah. It's a sandbox game. Run around, do whatever you want. You can win if you don't go wanted or martial, but only if everybody else doesn't. If one person goes, I'm going to be evil and go into the wanted track and nobody stops him, they'll win. If somebody says, I'm going to be a marshal and nobody else joins them, they'll win. So there's a bit of player balance here where the onus is kind of on the players to balance the game itself, which is interesting. Because, a lot of games are like, we got to make everything balanced no matter what track you go on or what path to victory you're trying for. But if somebody goes, oh, I'm just going to stay in the middle, I'm going to be a miner and I'm just going to go to the mines, get my gold, take it to the bank and get my points. And that's how I'll win. If one person decides they're going to be black hat basically and go on the wanted track, they'll go after you and they'll steal your gold. And now suddenly your path to victory is not a thing. So then you have to go, okay, well, either I complain about that or I go the other way and become a marshal, and now I'll go after you. And then their path of victory changes to being the marshal kind of thing.
Right.
It's interesting. It's the problem is I always see everybody kind of just go towards the marshal track. Like one person might go, oh, I'll do wanted. And then they get beat up and they're like, okay, screw that. And everybody just jumps on the martial track. Because you can't get kicked off of the martial track.
Right.
Unless you choose to do something evil. So, last turn somebody might do something evil just to get on the wanted track and get extra points or something. But yeah, it is pretty interesting. But I'd love to play it with like a different dynamic of a group than I usually do, just to see how that plays. Yeah. But like I said, I played it last night. You can even play poker and stuff. It's great.
That's fun.
Yeah. Like those are poker cards here over on the right that we're covering up.
Right. Yeah, I'm curious. I know there's a bunch of people that play it in the QSCon community and who tried to set up a game, but it never works.
It's a really good sandbox. And all sandboxes have issues, and it has the same issues that sandboxes do. But if you accept those issues, then you're fine. So,
if you accept the issues, you're fine.
I mean, there are certain genres, like war games have certain issues.
Sure.
Forex games have certain issues. Every type of game has its issues or whatever. So
right.
But yeah,
I get you.
Yep, that's my number 4.
That's a good one.
All right, so now we're gonna do my number 3. This is one that people had to predict was going to come up, so we'll see it.
Had it come up.
All right. Yeah, I mean, this is probably the most popular game that came out that year.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But it's got to be Everdell.
Yep.
If you haven't played this one, it's the tree game. You've probably seen it. It's tableau building. I've told the story before. The first time I ever played this was at BGG Con, and I got the one rule wrong that made it like the hardest game ever known to man.
Yeah, you totally played it wrong.
I missed the rule that said that you pull your workers back. So I thought, once a worker goes on a space, that space is dead for the rest of the game. Yeah. And I think I got 4 or 5 cards out for the entire game, and that was a victory. Yeah, I played that one wrong.
Yeah, you did.
But at least I only played that one game incorrectly. And then after that game, I was like, I can't be this hard, and went through the rules again. I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Right. Not like you were playing, what was it, Orleans? You've been playing
for 10 years. I played that wrong.
Entire time you've been playing it. Yeah.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah. No problem. Happy to.
Yeah, I really like this game. I have most of the expansions at this point. At some point, I stopped getting them because I've stopped learning the new ones. I've learned 2 or 3, I think 3 expansions. I really like the pond one, the first one they had, and then the other ones they were okay. I heard of a house rule I've mentioned before that I really want to try, where you separate the decks for critters on one deck and locations in another deck. And then you split the meadow that's in the middle that has the 8 cards. One side of it is 4 critters and one side of it's 4 meadow. Right. And I'd love to do that because there are times where you're like, okay, I have a wife, I need a husband. And you go searching through the deck forever and you never find one. At least if you're like, that's the critter deck, I'm going to go through that one,
Right. Yep. That makes sense. It's like the Monte Carlo rule. Like what? Yeah. If you had everything out at once and everything's at you can just get whatever you want. But if you shuffle it up and draw a 10, changes the game completely.
Yeah. Yeah. Andrew Bosley art.
Mm-hmm.
I do think this was the first one that I went, who is that artist, and saw who it was. This might have called him to my attention. I know he'd been around before that, but yeah.
Yeah, beautiful game. And it's really easy. I remember when it first came out, people were complaining that it just took too long to play. And with setup, you're probably playing this game 40 minutes. Like it shouldn't take too long.
No, I've played this game about an hour.
Yeah,
maybe an hour 15.
When we were in the classroom doing
2-player. It's 40 minutes, sure.
2-player, yeah. I mean, I think we played a 3 with Steven, but like we played this over their lunch. When they would go to lunch, they'd come back 40 minutes later. We would have this set up, played through it, and broken down by the time the students came back to the classroom.
Huh. That's faster than I'd be playing it, but I mean, that's, yeah.
Yeah, if you think about what you're doing on your turn, you know what you got to get. You have your selection. The only thing that you might need to think about is like what new card came out the turn before, but
Right.
it's pretty quick. Like what you're doing, it's a good
Yeah.
cycle.
So anyway, that's my number 3. It's the
Good
tree
stuff.
game.
Good stuff.
Did you play with the tree?
Yeah. We
Oh, so
didn't
it was the
take
tree.
the tree down. The tree stayed on top of one of the game shelves that we had in the classroom.
I mean, it didn't take that long to take it down anyway.
No,
So
no,
yeah,
but it was also it's a showpiece, right?
yeah, cool. What's your number 3?
All right. So my number 3 is another 2-player game. Did I mention Duelosaur was 1501? So Duelosaur Islands ranked 1501. This is another 2-player game from this year. It's ranked 1340. It just got a reprint that released at Gen Con this year with stunning art. I got to talk to the designer about the game and how much I love it and the new animals that are in Spirits of the Wild.
Spirits of the Wild.
So this game I picked up at Target on a whim. It just the initial cover looked beautiful. That was the cover, and I'm like, all right, I want to know what's going on there. The new cover is different. I have the new cover. It's over there. But this game is 2-player only. It's heads up, and you're trying though. Think poker hands.
Mm-hmm.
Each one of those spirits requires a certain thing: 3 of a kind, full house, whatever. And yeah, Eric was the one that got me this copy. Actually, I think mine should be right here. It's not.
I like the yawning coyote. Is that a coyote? Wolf, maybe? I would say coyote, but
It's not
oh yeah,
here. I
it
think it's
says
in the.
coyote right there. Painted coyote.
I think it's in my other game bag in the other room. I thought it was right here. Anyway, the new art is stunning. But on your turn, it's a coyote. You there's a dish with beads that come out of a bag randomly, and then you're playing cards. We each have the same set of cards. You play a card face over and do its action. Right, draw 2 from the bag, put them in the bowl, and pick one or shit like that. And then at some point you can rest and flip all your cards back over. But on the back of 2 of those cards is the left half of a fox and the right half of a fox, the head of it. And when you put them together, you get to move the fox, and the fox is basically just
You mean the
crippling one of
coyote?
those things. Huh?
You mean the coyote?
The coyote. Yeah, the fox. The coyote. Did I say fox? I'm just used to orange foxes. I don't know why. So yeah, when you put them together, you get to mess with the coyote, and that's how you swap the coyote to the other player's board, and it's basically rendering that thing inactive, and they don't get to score. But then you also get to like hedge your bets on one of those things, and you get to put there's one section, one little hole where you can put another one of those gems that like doubles your score or whatever. The gameplay is sleek, it's super intuitive, and it's stunning. Like the art's just awesome.
Huh, that's cool.
I
Yeah,
haven't
I
played the
like
new
the
one.
look.
The new one adds a whole bunch of new 6, I think 5 or 6. Eric can say he just played it. New spirit animals into the game. But yeah, this game is great, and it wasn't reprinted. It was done by Mattel. And then the secondary market on this thing jumped to like 60 to $80 a copy, and it was like 15 at Target. So I have 2 of the older copies because I had to hunt a second one down because I don't want anyone messing my copy up. And then they just released a new copy, a new version, same version, a reprint of it at Gen Con this year.
That's cool. Those little
It's
bees
great.
look like candy.
Yeah, they do. They do look
Hey, Peter.
yummy. This game, it's fantastic. It's everything. You are explaining certain things for gamers, right? Like what a full house is, but the way that the salmon's explained, the beaver, like it's so intuitive how that board is being filled up with the gems that you're pulling, and then you have your spirit animals that when you read it, you know what you're doing on your turn.
Hmm.
It's not a complicated game. It's really puzzly and fun, and how you're moving that coyote and filling up your board. It's a great game. It was an underrated gem for me for a while, and obviously it was super hard to find. And now they just redid it, so it's super cool that it's getting back out there because more people need to play this one. And
Cool.
like we're talking about a whole bunch of 2-player games that are coming out. This boon of the 2-player and the duels and the duos and all those things that have been coming out lately. I'm glad this one's getting another hit because although I mentioned Duelist or Island, which was also a 2-player from this year, I don't think the 2-player really started to spark until just around the end of 2019, 2020 when the world shut down.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a great one. And it was like $16. And like at Gen Con, it was $16 with the promo tiles. Like it's so worth it to get this one. Like get it. 100% get it.
Cool. All right. Well, then we'll move on to your number 2. Oh, before we go to the number 2, just since Peter jumped in, just in case you're looking for it, because there are games that he worked on. I already mentioned Expansity and Rise of Tribes. Just in case you're looking to see if the game.
You think he's checking in on you?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was a big year. It was a big year for awesome games. So just let him know. He missed me talking about it, but just in case. All right. So what's your number 2?
All right. Unfortunately this game has gotten a reprint and I don't think it's gotten any of the following that it had when it first came out in 2018. This game changed this genre for me. It's Keyforge.
Keyforge. Oh yeah. I still have not played this.
Keyforge, it does what Magic does without the mana bullshit. And it takes the I have so much money I can build my deck any way I want right out of the game. You buy a deck, that deck is specific to that deck. You cannot dismantle it, put new cards in it. They have factions, they have names, they have a certain amount of things that are in it. The decks were $10. You usually got them a little bit cheaper if you could, like, buy 2 get 1 at a store or something. But when you bought a deck, it was blind. You spent $10 on that deck. You and I would go heads up, and it's the first to forge 3 keys. On your turn, you can basically tap your cards to forge, right? I think it's 7 or 8 crystals get you one of the keys, or you can attack. And it feels like you're wasting your turn if you're doing that, but the other person can attack you and cripple you by killing your cards. It was super sleek and easy to learn. Your deck is made up of 3 different factions. There was a lot of fun in some of the names that the computer generated those decks, and they would have some names that sometimes weren't very safe for work. And those went for like ridiculous money in the secondary market because people wanted to buy them. But there were cards that were really good, and like there's like a horseman deck which had the 4 horsemen in it, and it was just fun and it was quick, right? It's $10, shuffle, play again. You don't have to worry about your mana draw or tapping mana to do your thing. All your cards worked forever. It's kind of like a foundational thing to Lorcana. But this game it was so good. And then there's a whole bunch of problems which I didn't read up on and I really don't care to read up on, where things happen and there was either they got hijacked and was asked for a bunch of money and they said no, we're not paying it, and stopped. They sold the IP to another company that's now redoing it, but it's not getting as much as I've seen. It's not getting as much traction as it had when it first came out. This was everywhere. I have so much for this game. And it's replayable. It's not like once you crack a deck, it's done. You can reshuffle and play it again. But trying to find that balance between which factions you liked and how they work together and the card combo that would come up in one game is like, oh well, I could do that better if I did this next time. It's super sleek, and I really did. I love Magic. I still have all my Magic cards, but the same reason I got into board games coming from video games, that I'm going to go up against a deck, and just because you have a ton of money and bought the good cards, you're going to whoop me every time. It took that out of this game, completely out of this game.
According to the pictures on BGG, this is all that's in the game.
So no.
I don't even know what this is.
Those are the keys. Those are the.
I was looking for cards, and apparently there's just 1,000 3D printed of those.
Sure. Yeah. So that's a deck. You can go back to that one.
Oh, here's cards.
There you go.
fuzzy cards I can't read. Cool. Nice.
Yeah, so you have, I mean, there could, I mean, not that spoilers matter in these, but you do have the cards. The cards have a faction. The cards have an ability to forge the 6. It looks like you need 6 of the crystals. Ember, I think it was called Ember, to make a key, and it's the first of 3 keys. But you didn't know what you were getting when you bought the pack. When you cracked it open, you saw what your faction was, and then you would play what came up. Like it was a very get it to the table, play through it. You kicked my ass. Let's do it again.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I would try it. I just, yeah. Head-to-head card games aren't my thing, so I knew I wouldn't be playing it a bunch, but I would definitely like to try it.
It's a fun, I mean, again, you can drop your the thing with this, there's no mana like in Magic. The thing with on your turn is your thing is three, your deck is made up of 3 factions, and I forget what they're called. Sorry for the diehard Keyforge fans, but whatever that soccer ball looking egg
You're
thing
number
is.
2.
What?
I said it's your number 2. Shouldn't you be considered a diehard?
I'm not a diehard, but from this year, this is one of I think this changed a lot of things for card games, right? This was
cool.
kind of a
we definitely all talked about it quite a bit, yeah.
Right. So you have in that hand of cards there's 3 factions, right? There's that blue with the whatever around it, there's the soccer ball looking egg, and there's the alien. On your turn, you pick one of those factions and do everything you can in that faction. Play cards from your hand, play cards that are out on the table, whatever you want. If you pick whatever the alien faction is, you can drop those cards, you can tap whatever you already had out, you can do whatever you want to do with that faction. That's your turn. And then you go. And then you pick one of your 3 factions and you do everything you can in that faction. Like it's very simple. But then it's just the first to forge 3 keys, and how you're going to get in the way of the person that's doing it. What are your cards doing? When can you trigger them? It was super. It was fun. It was $10 entry. Like it really wasn't much.
Cool. Well, the base game isn't $10.
Yeah.
Like the big box that has cards.
I think that was $20, and it came with 2 decks or 4 decks or the cardboard punch or whatever. But you could literally go and buy a hangy pack of cards.
Sure. I believe you. Where are you going?
I'm just saying. No, I don't have. I have all my stuff here, but I don't have.
The decks are unique, but not the individual. Question. So the decks are unique, but not the individual cards, right?
So no, each faction had a set list of like what was in that faction, but that specific card could not be played in a different deck because the decks were named. So every deck had its own name to it, and that card of that faction is the same card, but its name is different. So you couldn't get away with just putting that into another deck because it belonged to this deck. Like the deck was self-sufficient. That's the deck. That's it.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, it's great. It was super fun. It felt fresh. It got rid of the bullshit from some of the other like these kind of card games. There's a collector nature to it, but the majority of the secondary market on this was for the goofy names, right? Like that has those are those 3 factions, and that has a name that was generated. And that card, so that's the
Dactyl Jazz.
Yeah. Citadel, Hive, whatever. And if you look at the logo that's there, that was generated for that deck. So that logo there is for that specific deck. You might find elements of it in another one, but that's that deck. Like it's just its thing. It's super fun. It really is.
It's like my radio announcer name. This is Dactyl Jazz.
Yeah. That was probably one of your DJs at your con this weekend.
Dactyl Jazz. Yeah.
So yeah, Keyforge. I think it did a lot for it kind of revived a lot of that competitive 2-player card play kind of system. It's never going to kill Magic, but it did a lot of like, wait, I don't need to tap mana to play a thing. No, you pick a faction, play all the shit you want in that faction. Just very approachable.
Cool.
That's one of the embers on there. That's not part of the card. Yeah. What is that? Radiant Argus something.
The Supreme.
Yeah. But some of them came out like it was just some of them were really funny. If you look
Radiant Argus, the Supreme is fine, but I don't like olives, so yeah.
Sure.
All right. Next is my number 2. You could probably guess my number two. Well,
I
you'd probably guess it'd be in here because I've mentioned it a few times.
yeah, I think yeah. I mean, it's this or this. I don't know. I don't know.
This is this. You are correct. It's this. It is Root.
No, no, I would not. Nope,
That wasn't on your list?
not at all.
This is
The
on the
complete
list.
opposite of Keyforge. This has such a tremendous barrier to entry.
Yes. Um, this is a really tough one to get learned and started for new players. But once you're in, you're in. Once you're in and you know how to play it and all that stuff. And the Steam game will help you do that. The Steam game is actually really good.
Sure.
But as a designer, this game is a marvel because just the root, the core one, basically comes with 4 different factions, and
Right.
each one of them plays completely different, and they all still kind of balance each other as long as you play the factions that they say, right? Like you can't play the Wanderer and the like the wild what are they called, the rebel people, the wild something. You can't play both of them. You have to play them and the cats, or cats and the birds and them, or something like that. Like there's combos that you can play, but because they all function in a mode where it's like, okay, you do this during daytime, then you do this during nighttime, they all fit together in their very asymmetric ways. It's just a really fascinating thing to look at as a designer. And then you get all the expansions and stuff that come later, and all of those work together.
Right.
It's very cool. Marvel next cycle. Yeah, Merchant's Cove does this. That's interesting. Yeah, I saw that on the shelves yesterday or the day before. But
right,
you're right. I mean, the argument against getting it to the table with new players is always there because you have to teach everybody differently. So it's a long teach. I have to go, here's the general gist of the game. Now here's how you play your faction. 10 minutes later, here's how you play your faction. 10 minutes later, and so on, right?
And you can't skirt that because I need to know how the 3 other players play their factions so I can play my faction. It's such a, I mean, I get it. Like, I love Vast. Vast is much easier to teach that whole asymmetry. This seems like it's smaller. Such a step up from that.
Yeah, Vast has a smaller learning curve because you're all doing the same thing, but you're kind of, what you do is smaller, right?
Right.
Whereas the list of stuff that you do and can do as factions on Root is just, you know, a plethora. I haven't played Hegemony. Hegemony? Hegemony? There you go. I haven't played that one. I almost got to play it, but they didn't have room for me. But yeah, this is a tough one. But I think it's worth it. I really enjoy it. And it does look cute, but it's more like a war game. Unless you're playing the Wanderer, which is my Vagabond, not the Wanderer. It's my favorite one to play. It's the only one I play whenever I play on the Steam one against AI. But that one has story to it every time you play it, and I like it. Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
No one said Coimbra yet.
Coimbra is on my list. It's not one I've talked about yet. That's a great game.
It's on my list. It's number 16.
It's a good one.
Nope. Number 17. Sorry. But yeah, Coimbra's good. But yeah, Root, my number 2.
Good pick. And there's nothing. The only thing with it is just the entry level to get into it, right?
You played it though?
Huh?
You played it though?
I have not played it.
Oh, see, I could teach it to you. We could play it, and I could teach it to you, and then
Sure, yeah, but I mean that. I mean, sure, yeah.
You just don't want to sit through it. Yeah.
This isn't like some of those games that I've talked about where I never want to play it. This one just has such an entry level where you need to know if you're playing 4 players, it's just gonna take a while, and it's never. So I've always wanted to
Well,
do something else.
just play a 2-player. You'll play cats. They'll play birds. It's very easy then.
Sure, or I'll
Not
just play it
fast
on
enough.
Steam.
You could do that too.
Right. No, I do want to play it. Oath, on the other hand, I never want to sit at a table with Oath again. But
No.
I do want to play this one.
I can't wait till it gets cold because we're out of firewood, and I know exactly what I'm going to do with Oath.
Don't burn it. Don't get me going on burning games. That's stupid.
Yeah, don't get me going on Oath. We're talking about Root, and Root is my number 2.
Right. Root's a good pick.
All right, so we're down to number 1s.
Oath is not good.
All right, so my number 1 is hard for me to say, but I'm going to give it a go.
Do you want me to say it for you?
No, I'm going to give it a go.
Okay.
Teotihuacan.
Teotihuacan. Very good.
It sounded a little off, but I think it was pretty close. City of the Gods.
It's hard for me to say.
Hard for me to say this. Yeah, so this one, it is a rondel, sort of. It's a rondel worker placement. Sort of. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's worker placement.
For sure.
Yeah, and you played this one before?
Yep.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. It has, man, this is a bad picture, but whatever. No, that's a bad picture. I want to go to a good picture. That's a bright picture.
The vampires are playing that game.
There we go. I know. Jeez. Here we go. So you have your own colored dice. Say you're a red player, yellow player, blue player, so on. Everybody's going around clockwise. Was it 8 different locations? All have different things you're doing as far as like going up god tracks or building what do they call it? A ziggurat?
Oh, I don't know.
The stacked pyramid thing. I probably said that wrong too. There's something about the ancestor track here. I don't think it's an ancestor. I can't remember what it is, but God's track or something like that over here where you're going up there. Yeah, it's a pyramid, but it's the leveled pyramids that they made in back then. So ziggurat. There you go. But yeah, so you're building that, you're decorating it. That's what those little different things are on the side of it there. You get to put the decorations going up. Yeah, it's really good. It's tight. I like the idea that like you can keep raising the value of your die, but eventually it passes on, and that lets you advance like your whatever it was, the ancestor track or something like that, and then you get a new one and it starts as a low number again, kind of thing. Circle of life, all that lovely stuff. It comes with like the board itself comes with the 8 actions, but they also give you the actions themselves so that you can shuffle them and put them in different order, and I've never done that. Like I just like the the order that they have them in now, but maybe it'd be really good. I know that it would upset some of the strategy, right? Yeah, which is probably why if you play it enough, you're like, okay, time to switch it up a bit. Kind of like a Galactic Cruise does with the actions on there. You get to mess them up and stuff. So.
Right.
But yeah, this is my number 1 for sure. I really like it. It's a nice, good, medium heavy, thinky game for me.
It's a good one.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
It's a tough one for me to get right, and sometimes I go wrong with it. Are they just called pyramids? Then what's a ziggurat? Ziggurat. I'm saying that wrong. Kind of unrelated. Huh. Oh, that's weird. Interesting.
Maybe that could be an expansion. Promo piece.
The Kaiju expansion?
Sure, yeah.
I do have an expansion for this. I haven't learned it yet, though. Actually, I have 2 expansions. I have a small one and a big box one. Don't know what they do. So, obviously, I don't unlock games that I like beyond the core most of the time.
Yeah.
Okay. But step pyramids from other things aren't. Well, in any case. Where's that button that says not experts?
I'm just in there doing it.
Right there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Already added up. Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. Not experts. But in any case, that's my number one. And I'm sticking to it.
That's a good one. It's a good pick. Predictable, but good pick.
Predictable.
It was.
Was it one of the two that you had predicted?
Yeah. I mean, you took Crusaders off the list out of the gate to get a sixth one in on this top five. So
what? No, I put it in Legacy.
Yeah, it's a good pick. I like it. I like the dice worker placement. I like the rondel nature of it. That's a great game. It really is. Hey, Daryl. Good to see you, buddy.
Why, yes.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, he started off with this new thing he's doing in top fives, where if there's a game that's coming out that he's already talked about forever and a day, he's putting it into legacy mode, and he's never going to talk about it again. So we'll see.
It's just so it doesn't keep showing up on every list of mine. I think that's
right. Mm-hmm.
All right, what's your number one?
This is a tough one because I went coming off of Keyforge and what Keyforge for me did to that card system of board games. You can't not talk about Just One and what Just One did for bringing people into gaming. It's so simple and so easy, and like it's one of those games that you're playing round one and teaching at the same time. You don't have to do a teach to this game. This is like, all right, here's your dry erase, here's your marker, this is what we're gonna do. And then if you say the same thing I'm gonna say, it's canceled. Like it's so simple, but it brings so many people to the table, and it has so many cool moments where like, how did you even guess the word I was gonna say? It doesn't make sense. That's illegal. You can't do that.
Yeah, you have to put just one. I'm sure there was a joke to that though.
But Just One is so sleek and so well done. You can't not of all the games, and it's tough because there's some good ones, like really good ones that came out this year. But and like even like games that are like evergreens that will just consistently sell. But Just One just did something to the genre, to bringing people to the table, like almost perfectly.
Yeah, it's my number 6. I was ready to talk about it if you talked about something else, but yeah.
No, it's really your number 7 because number 6 was Crusaders, but
I don't know what you're talking about. It's not on my list.
But yeah, it's you can't not, right? Like this was it's a Spiel winner. It's got that reach. It's bringing everyone to the table, whether they're gamers or not gamers. Like you're playing this with your gamer friends, and you're playing this with your parents and your neighbors, and like it's Mike, perfect. It's timeless. It really is. It's one of the best.
I was just putting up his top 5. Those are all good ones. I've played all of those.
Underwater Cities is great.
They're all further down on my list, but they're all great. Can't complain about those.
Sushi.
Yeah, the Just One thing, it's, this is one of those games that plays with anybody. It doesn't matter if they're like, oh, I'm not really good at games, or, people who don't even want to do the whole, just the simple Monopoly or something like that. Like they're like, oh, I don't touch games at all. You can get them to do this and they'll have fun.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, the only thing is going to the rule book and knowing if you can do hyphenated words. Like it's really
right.
Otherwise, it's just so sleek. It's so, and who cares about the points? Like I remember I was playing this one wrong, because if you take a guess, you actually lose 2 cards from your stack, where it's better to pass if you don't know. And it's not even like it's not even that important. You're just playing and having fun. Like you go till you're bored kind of thing. Played it with your cat
once.
I'll believe her on that one.
If the answer was meow,
I think you did play with your cat. I'm gonna say that's true.
If this one's true right here, and that's the card, I would have gotten this wrong.
What? Like, I can't read it. It's too small.
Oh, it's too small.
For me, it's too small.
Oh, okay. So they have elves, magic, den, and Santa.
Den?
Yeah. But then there's a card in front of it. And the choices, okay, so Sasha says grotto. Maybe grotto. I thought maybe candy because Santa and elves, but that I wouldn't
magic. No, I would say. I mean, I wouldn't have. If I'm looking
at
never
this card come up with the word grotto.
No, I would not have come up with grotto.
In the game, if you haven't played this, you don't get to look at that card, so you wouldn't even have that as a thing. If I saw magic, elves, Santa, den, I'd say Christmas or something, and just think den somebody went crazy,
Oh, there you go. It's not Santa's workshop.
Oh, it's a UK thing.
Huh, interesting.
Oh, grotto. That sounds
because magic.
It doesn't sound like you make toys in a grotto.
Nah, magic makes sense with the grotto. Den makes sense with the grotto. But Santa and elves would make me. But I wouldn't come up with candy. I would come up with workshop. I wouldn't think of grotto.
Right. Well, instead of den, they should have written workshop, and then. Yeah.
That's not the word, right? Yeah. Right. Just one is it's just classic. It's just great. It really is.
Yeah. No, great pick. Can't be mad about that.
No.
Let's talk about the ones that didn't quite make the top 5. But because just one is one I was going to mention no matter what. Obviously, if it didn't make your list. But the one, my number 7, right after that is also a party game that I don't think got enough attention, which is Pantone.
Oh, yeah, that's low on the list too.
It is, and it's just because I remember it came out that same year, and it just, it got overshadowed easily by Just One, obviously. Yeah. But it's such a fun game, especially if you're a geek like me who knows all the characters are in it and stuff. If you haven't played it, it's just little mini cards of different colors, and you put them together to form characters and try to get people to guess what they are. And I mean, you can just imagine, like, they're solid colors. So solid blue, solid purple, all that stuff. You're trying to make Batman. How do you do that with just little mini cards? And it works. Somehow it works.
Yeah.
You just put 3 or 4 cards together and people go, Batman? Like, yes. Oh my God. How'd you get that kind of thing? It's awesome.
The only thing with Pantone is if you're colorblind, that game is functionally useless to you.
That's fair. Depending on the level of colorblind. Yeah, that's fair. That's always going to be a drawback to any kind of color related, like hues and cues and stuff like that. It's going to be a drawback.
There's usually a way around it, right? Even with Sagrada, you can separate the dice and let people know, no, that's blue, that's purple, whatever. That one's really hard to do.
Yeah. No, I get that.
I mean, you said it's a party game that got overshadowed by Just One, but there's 2 more on my list. One is a little bit lesser known, and I think it's a shame. Illusion. Illusion is fantastic. It's ranked 1669, but Illusion is great. I've talked about it on the show before. That if you can grab a copy of it, it's completely worth it. But the Mind came out this year too.
I do have. Oh, we'll talk about the Mind in a second. I didn't realize that. But I do have Illusion because you talked about it, and it fell so flat for my group. I actually thought it was a cool game when I read the rules and I kind of looked at it and stuff like that. I tried to show it to the group, and like, they might as well have been colorblind. It was just,
wow,
So it just depends on the people and stuff.
Sure, as most.
Yeah, of course. but yeah, the mind. I wanted to point out, Mandy had a good point of view there. A lot of people don't know
Oh,
what Pantone is if you're not into
right.
that kind of stuff. So maybe that was it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was called, you know, make fun characters out of colors, kind
Called the
of
Home
thing,
Depot
people would
paint
know what it
section.
was. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the mind. I really like the mind. It has this weird undertone. People almost talk about it like it's Monopoly now for some
Yeah.
reason. Like, oh, the mind. Like, no, the mind was a great game. And when it came out, I was at Gen Con. I sat down at a table of people had just finished dinner and they were playing it. But I'd sat down just after they started it. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, man, I wish I was in this game. I just got immediately fascinated just watching it.
Yeah.
And it's a really good game. I beat it at 2-player, which is really hard to do, but I don't think I'd ever be able to do a 3-player.
It's really tough. I mean, it's still ranked high, right? It's 1,041. Um, it's hard to say that games are overshadowed by just one when the Mind came out, and it's still got multiple different versions of it: Mind Extreme and Mind Duel and Mind whatever. But yeah, there were a bunch of them that came out, small, easy card games. Um, I got a few that are a little bit obscure, as I normally do. Um, who drew
I see
Mikey?
Mikey behind you. Who drew Mikey is what they're asking.
Oh, yeah, this one.
The mic for Mike.
Yeah. So at Gen Con, this year we did a like a paint and take to promote Canvas Critters. Um, our lead was Grace. She led everybody through painting Bertram, who's one of the characters in Canvas Critters. And this is not Bertram. This is not what Bertram looks like at all. But Eric from Frenemy Games, Eric Cancel, who you know, he drew this for me and
That's
presented
cool.
to me at the event. That's his little signature there.
That's fun.
Yeah, so he made this for me, and then I stopped everybody from their painting and asked the 100 people that were in the room if there happened to be anyone else sitting in that event that painted on the back side of the canvas instead of the front side of the canvas. He painted on the back of the thing. Like you see the gloss?
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Okay.
painted
Yeah.
instead of the front where the canvas is. He painted on the back. Sure enough, of the 199 other people that were in there, not one person.
He's 1 in 100.
Back of the canvas. Yeah. So yeah, this was done by Eric.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of awesome ones in here. I have, like I said, I had a big list. So what you said you had some rare ones?
I did. I do. So I've talked about it before. I think it's one of Wolfgang Warsch's most underrated gems. An underrated gem to begin with, but one of Wolfgang's is Fuji. It's ranked 3248, which is a sin to me. It's a cooperative game where you're rolling dice behind a screen and you're trying to rescue the villagers of the town because Mount Fuji just erupted. It's a fantastic game. I think I mentioned it last week or the week before, and Aldi was in the chat, and Aldi said something about how it was underrated. I love that game. This
one's been in your list enough to where you might have to do a little legacy yourself.
I did not sign up for the legacy bullshit. I think it's propaganda, and I don't believe in it. So there's one just above me with if Daryl's still in the chat, he'll appreciate this. Oh, I can't tilt it because I'm tilting my computer. It doesn't matter.
Never played Cryptid. Just one.
It's right.
Space Face.
Very good one. Almost knocked out of the chat. It's right there.
I can't tell what it is. It's green and
it's called Seal Team Flicks. Bring this up. Share your screen and bring this up.
Okay.
This one's fun.
Sure, I'm not going to accidentally share your screen or something.
Don't do that. So Seal Team Flicks it's a bigger box game. The game is in the box. It's got like 3D walls with holes in it, and you're flicking your SEAL team through the walls down the corridors to try and like rescue the hostages and kill the bad guys and stuff. But it seemed like such a stupid idea that really works. That none of that's going to show off the game. That kind of showed off the game. God, just get to the game. You can do that. So you have the bad guys are the standees. You have your discs that you're flicking around. There's obstacles and stuff in the way. Hey, Alan. But you really are trying to that doesn't even do it justice. Those are the walls from room to room. Do they have a better picture of? There's like multiple things. Can you zoom in on that maybe? Yeah, kind of. You can see the doorway there going into one of the rooms. Like you're trying to get your people to go into these different rooms to do the things, and those are crates. You can get behind them. It doesn't seem like it works, and it works really well.
I'm pretty sure I would just flick everything there off the table.
You wouldn't, because there are walls around the whole thing, so you can't flick outside.
Those are footboards at best.
Yeah, but you're not. It's not like Ice Cool where you're like pounding on the penguin's head to get him to flop over a wall or something.
Maybe it's not like your Ice Cool.
All right. Well, I mean, you could play that. I'll bring it next time. You try it. This one's fun. It's just a fun game. Yep. 3D terrain on the cheap.
Yeah, cool.
There's a way you set it up. There's a scenario, and then you're trying to get. You're just trying to do a thing, and it doesn't seem like it works, and it works. It is really fun. Yeah, I think there is, but I don't know.
Yeah, TTS has a cool flicking ability on there.
It does. Yeah, so SEAL Team Flicks is a favorite of mine for this year. There's Mars Open, which was basically a mini golf game where you fold up, you have what is essentially your golf ball, but it's like folded like origami style, and you set up the box cover. You gotta you have a table and you're flicking off a chair, but you like old school football in the cafeteria with those little things. You would flick this thing and you could like curve it around the box to get near the hole, and it's just a really fun. It's dexterity, but you're flicking your golf ball around, which is paper. That one's really fun and also hard to find.
Because you flicked it off the table and lost it.
Well, then you lose a stroke, right? I can't not talk. I mean, we've talked about Quacks before, but Quacks is a highlight from this year.
I am surprised it wasn't on your list.
Oh, I have recently talked about it, so I left it off for that reason. Or else, if I pulled the Chris, I would have just talked about it like you normally talk about your games. So this is the weird one. Not that SEAL Team Flicks isn't a weird one. The original. I'm glad Daryl's here for this too, because he introduced me to this. The original version came out this year. They've redone it in 2021. And it's actually not as highly ranked as this one. It's redone as Yummy Yummy Monster Tummy. The old one is called Soviet Kitchen Unleashed.
What?
I like the new.
Those three words don't go together.
Soviet Kitchen Unleashed.
Okay.
Look it up.
I knew you were going to tell me to look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Soviet Kitchen Unleashed. All right, let's see. I think you're playing a prank on me.
It is surprisingly fun with what this game does. Yep. So the idea is you got to feed the soldiers, right? So everybody has a hand of cards. The cards have colors, some special abilities or whatever. You literally you use an app, you use your phone, and it uses the camera on your phone, and then on your turn there is a color you need to match. Right? So this is not colorblind friendly, but there's a color you need to match. And then each of us must contribute something to the mixture. And it all has colors. Those are all colors. And you want to get as close to the main color as possible while staying away from like the radioactive material and the shoe leather or whatever. It really is. It's another one of those games that doesn't seem like what the hell are we playing? Like, this is not going to work. But then when you start playing it, it's an immediate hit. It's a blast to play. Even
Huh.
the Yummy Yummy one with the monsters, it's more kid friendly, much easier to find. But this game it's so fantastic. It's so much fun.
Is that a string bikini?
Looks like it's a banana hammock. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's fun. The only thing, I mean, I guess two things, right? Not it isn't necessarily colorblind friendly. And it does use an app. But the app does everything you need to do. Like when you hold over your card, it uses QR codes to
Hmm.
read what color you contributed to the mixture, the grinder that is mixing up this food. And then it puts those two colors together and will spit out what your final color is. And you want that to be as close as possible, percentage wise, to the color it's asking you for. That's it. On your turn, you have a hand of cards. You're going to play one of those cards to try and get us to the color that we need to get to. It's fantastic. It's so much fun.
How strange.
It's great. It's hard to find the original, but the Yummy Yummy Monster Tummy is much easier to get because it just got reprinted and it's more readily
Hmm.
available. It kind of added a little bit. I don't know. There's more card play in it too, but it's super fun.
Very cool.
Yep. So those are my weird
Uh,
ones from my list.
a lot of people have, yeah, named some of these smartphone.
Yep.
What else is on here? Duelosaur Island, you named. Gizmos,
Gizmos is good. Yep.
great engine game.
Yep.
Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig is actually better than the first Between Two Cities.
Right.
I like that one a lot. Coimbra was mentioned. Endeavor Age of Sail came out this year.
Endeavor's good.
We've talked about that one quite a bit. Raccoon Tycoon.
I've never played that.
It's a decent economy game. Yeah.
I got it for they sent it to
Oh,
me
War
for QSCon for Play to Win.
Yeah. I heard War Chest was better. I've never played it. Yeah.
Oh,
Vindication. Vindication is really good.
that's up there.
That's
Your
my
copy
number
that I
8.
got from you is up here.
Yeah. Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea. I have that one. It's good. I've only played it once. It's very combative kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Gizmo's on there as well.
Space Base. Alan mentioned
Yep,
Space Base. That's another
yep.
one.
It was mentioned earlier before as well.
Yep.
Carpe Diem. That's the one where
felt.
everybody complained about the graphic design of the buildings because they all look the same. But other than that, they're good.
I didn't know that.
Newton. Newton's a really good Euro
Yep.
one.
Newton's a good one.
Yep. And someone mentioned Treasure Island,
Yep.
which I have. It's really good. It's do trade art. It's a really weird thing that sometimes that works with groups and sometimes it doesn't. And it really doesn't when it doesn't work with
Right.
groups, right? It
Yep.
just falls completely apart. People don't know how to do it, or
Right.
it's a weird thing. But when it works, it's actually really fun. So
Right.
Reef came out that year.
Yeah, Emerson's game. That was good. It's fun. It's easy to get into.
Oh, Space Park. It's a beautiful game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love the artwork on Space Park. But let's see, any others on here?
Right. Evan's got two good ones there.
Oh, Ganshan Clever. Yeah.
Yep, Ganshan. That's
Oh, Brass. I still have not played Brass. Sorry,
the
man.
number one. The number one. I watched Daryl.
I have it. I just have not learned it. And it's, we've gone through that whole history of why I haven't. But I'll get past it and I'll learn it eventually.
Did you see? This has nothing to do with 2018. I guess kind of. Did you see the announcement for Brass Pittsburgh?
I saw that. Yeah. Yep.
Holy shit! That cover looks amazing.
I don't know if I saw the cover.
Oh my god! Look it up. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Right. Brass. Not Lancaster. Pittsburgh. Oh yes, I have seen the cover. Yeah. Yeah, that is That is beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The detail in that is just bonkers. That's great.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yep. Mandy's watching Daryl. Daryl went, that's good. That's weird. Why don't you guys do something else?
Don't dissuade people from watching our show.
Play a game. You can watch us whenever. If you guys are hanging out and play a game. Don't watch us. We don't know what we're talking about.
Minara. No, I have not played that one.
Don't know that one.
Betrayal Legacy came out this year. I've always wanted to play it.
Yeah, I just talked about that last week. If we had more time to play, that would be one of mine.
And Decrypto, I bought because I looked at how it works and I thought, oh, this is gonna be cool. And then it seems really clunky once I got it to the table. Unfortunately, might have just been the way that I tried to do it with the group and all that. Yeah, so I've never gotten it to actually function correctly as a game.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, I still have it in the game. I want to give it another go, kind of thing. But yeah, because I see the potential. It just, for whatever reason, didn't fire off. But cool. Play test some Euro game. Go play test the pinball one. I want to play that someday as a real game.
Evan, if you're still there, have you played 12 Rivers yet?
Oh, yeah, because it's got marble and all kinds of stuff going on there.
Not necessarily because of the marble, but because of the production of it. I'm curious if you've seen what that looks like. There's two on my list that we haven't talked about. One is super hard to find. It killed Dixit for me. It's called Detective Club. It was the Barnes and Noble version of it. The exclusive Barnes and Noble was in a tin. The regular one's just in a cardboard box, but it does something really fun with full art cards where you got to play one and then you got to play another one, and you got to almost like fake artists where you got to like bullshit your way into why you played the cards because you don't know where you are. Some people do, you don't. Really fun. Again, another hard one to find, but very, very clever game. And then another big banger from this year is Dice Throne. Huge.
Oh, Dice Throne. Yeah, I've never played it. Yeah, but it is a big game.
Yeah, I mean Battle Yahtzee for the most part, and then you have all the abilities. Then you threw in Marvel, then you threw in X-Men. Like it's such a huge game for them. Yeah, yep. Detective Club it's really fun.
Cool.
Yep. Great list, great year. Jesus, what a year.
It is a good year. And we said that about the last one too, the 2017. And we're just going to get more and more stuff. It's just getting better and better. So
yep. Hell of a year for games, that's for sure.
All right, so you have some torture for me.
It's fun. It's fun.
For you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take Chris through a little bit of a Marvel quiz activity.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah. So in case you guys
feel
are
like
dropping,
I know
not
all this
sticking around
stuff until you do stuff like this.
This is great. Like, you're gonna have a great time with this. It's gonna be super fun, and you're gonna love it.
I'm Jon Snow when it comes to this. Okay.
I have more coming. So basically what Chris is going to have to do is I'm going to give him 15 Marvel characters, and he has to put them in first appearance order.
When they appeared in what? The movie or comics?
Comics.
Oh, jeez.
Like just in general, like, and you can guess some of them because you know a lot of Marvel lore. You just have to figure out when they came out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is gonna be all incorrect. Cool.
These range from the 1930s to the 2000s. Okay.
Take out comic hunters. Cheat.
Yeah.
Yep. I could do that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, Daryl will help me. Maybe I shouldn't look at the chat, and you can.
He might. He might. I mean, you don't. As long as no one's looking up the answers, they can guess along with us. That's perfectly fine.
I'll try not to look at first, just to see if I know it right off the bat, and then I'll look for help. So
Okay.
definitely put in the chat and help if you
Okay.
can. I got cheerleader. Woo! All right, let's do it. Oh, and I'm putting. Well, go ahead and bring it up.
All right. I'll share the thing.
Oh,
The first appearances screen. Right.
And
And then what'll happen is
there we go.
There's another one.
Do I need to be on the other side?
Which one am I sharing? I'm not sharing that one. I'm sharing this one.
Is that right?
There's got to be another one. Yeah. Can I shorten it? Do you see the other set there? No, there's another set behind us. If you can move us over on the left side of the screen, that would be great.
Oh, you want to be over there? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. I could do that.
Then you would cover up the bullshit on the left, and you'd actually see the other column on the right.
How's that look?
There you go. That's good.
On the fly edits.
Good stuff. All right. So there are 15 characters on this list. We're going to go over them. And then what you're going to do is tell me what order you think they are, and I'll just put them, whoever you think came first, I'll put in the upper.
You didn't even do like the top ones.
No.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yep. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll do this one first just so you can see it. There are two of these. They're the same image. But one is Bucky Barnes and one is the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
You then have because I did just see the Captain Brave New World. You have Thunderbolt Ross.
Yep.
Okay. You have Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
You have Photon, Monica Rambeau as Photon.
Okay.
Nebula.
Yep.
Hobgoblin.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Howard Stark.
Wow. Seriously, not even okay.
Nope. Korg.
Okay.
Then you have Namor over here on the left.
Yep.
You have Loki.
Yep.
You have Mole Man.
It's like Kid Loki or something, isn't it?
It's just a modern version. Like it's just I pulled pictures from wherever, and that's just a representation. Also,
Mole Man. Oh my God, you dug deep for these. Okay.
Mole Man. Yep.
Oh
Hawkeye. Clint.
Who's that?
Hawkeye.
No, at least that one. Okay.
Kang.
Yep.
As Kang.
As Kang. Yeah. Yep.
Not as what is it? Ramatat.
Yeah.
Yep. Not him. As Kang. And She-Hulk.
Okay. Show Mole Man some respect.
It's easy.
There's the duplicates. Yeah. All right. Okay. Oh my God. So let's go with. We're gonna start with the oldest. Is that what we're doing?
You're gonna start with whoever you think of this list. Whoever you think was the first appearance. Yeah. Who do you think was the first appearance? And it's all their first appearances in a comic. I have the comic. But who do you think of all of these 15 characters, who do you think showed up in print before anybody else?
Well, first I'll go with Bucky. Because he must have been early Captain America. Could be wrong. I'll say Bucky showed up first.
You're going to go with Bucky first?
Bucky first.
All right, so we'll make this one Bucky. I'll leave Bucky there. This will be Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see. Hobgoblin was after Green Goblin. It took a while to get there, so I won't jump to there just yet. What's his name? General. What's his name?
Thunderbolt Ross.
Ross, yeah. No, let's go Loki.
Loki next.
Okay. I know Namor was a Aquaman push kind of thing, so maybe he's much older. He's not older than Hobgoblin, though. Let's go Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin's next. Tony Stark's dad. Let's see. It's hard because I'm sure he was mentioned before. You know, the original Iron Man probably didn't mention him on that one, but I mean, he had to be mentioned at some point. Is it a
Sure.
mention or like the actual character showing up?
These are all characters showing up.
Okay. Huh. I'll put that later then. Let's see. Hawkeye's pretty back there, but I would say Namor's next.
You're saying Namor is next.
Yeah.
Okay.
You always do these chronological things, and I'm always wrong on this stuff. Let's go with General Ross.
Okay.
After that. Because Hulk was, what, 60s?
Sure. I'm not telling you.
Great.
Uh-huh.
Wonderful. I'm thinking She-Hulk was 80s, so I'm not going to do that. Late 80s, maybe even. Mid 80s, I bet. I'm not touching Mole Man yet. Ever.
Okay, I wouldn't either.
All right, let's go Hawkeye next. Then I really don't know about Stark. I don't know. Let's put Stark in next.
Okay.
There's no way I can guess that one. Then let's put Kang. Kang was back in the day.
Kang was back in the day.
Korg was relatively soon. He had to be like in the 2000s, right? Same thing for Rambo. Nebula was a little further back, but Thanos would have come before that. Thanos was... Well, Infinity Gauntlet was 92, I think, something like that. So Thanos was definitely before that. Maybe mid to late 80s. Let's see. Well, I was left at King, huh? How about Winter Soldier next?
Winter Soldier?
Yeah. Then we'll do Thanos. Did you move Winter Soldier?
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
Oh, okay. We'll do Thanos. Mole Man. Mole Man was at least 92 because I have him in my cards, I think. Or maybe he was... Oh, that might have been Mastermind card deck, and that was a couple years later. But he was somewhere in there. So, and then we'll do She-Hulk. Oh, wait. No. Let's put She-Hulk before Mole Man. She was in the first Marvel series of cards.
She-Hulk before Mole Man?
And that was 1990.
Okay.
And then switch Nebula and Rambo. How awesome would it be if I got this exactly right? I didn't.
You didn't. No, you did not.
No, not even close?
I'm not saying not close. I just know you didn't get it right.
Will you do me a mastermind kind of thing? Will you tell me like how many I got correct or something? Or
sure.
What's the next step here? Other than
I figured we'll do the same thing that we did last time, where I'll tell you how many you have in the right spot. The problem is, I don't think you have none in the right spot because your first one is wrong. The first appearance is not,
and that sets it all off.
Correct.
Well, I mean that's not fair. I mean, like Loki could still be second.
What do you want me to tell you?
Okay, so nobody's in their right position. Yeah, my problem is like I didn't follow the Captain America series, so Bucky. I imagined he was early on with the books, but all right, let's put Bucky as third place.
So Bucky's moving to third.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Is it interesting?
And you want to keep Loki and Hobgoblin in the same spot?
Yeah.
You're still wrong.
All right. Well, I need help from the group here then, because
Yeah, no one's giving you anything. No one's giving you any.
they all went quiet. Nobody knows these things, man. These are tough. These are
He's
too
giving you
tough.
no help whatsoever. I love it.
Yeah.
I do love it.
I mean, I have a general sense of some of these things, but like if I say, okay, Kang was late 60s, early, no, he probably not that old. Kang was like late 70s, I bet. If he
Okay.
was late 70s, Hawkeye must have been before that. Okay, I'm gonna have to start asking questions.
Okay.
And then so I'll say, how about I say two different ones, and I'll say, do I have them these two in the right order?
I could do that. That could work.
Like this one is before this one, kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay. Do I have I have Loki before the Hobgoblin. Is that correct?
You have Loki before the Hobgoblin. That is correct.
Okay. Well, at least I knew that. I have Namor after Bucky. Is that correct?
That is incorrect.
Yeah. Okay. So I was thinking Namor was far back because that was Marvel's response to Aquaman, and Aquaman's hella old. So what if we put Namor as number one? How's that looking?
Namor is correct.
Okay. Okay. Now
So-
we're getting somewhere.
Namor was Marvel Comics Mystery
Mm.
from 1939.
Yeah. Yeah. It's back in the day. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. That makes sense.
He was, if you remember, if you have your Namor lore, he
That was
was
just a year after Superman.
He was the Submariner.
Yeah. Stupidly
So
had wings for feet.
Namor is correct.
Or wings on his feet. Wings
He did
for
have
feet.
wings on his feet.
Okay. Let's see. My cousin has wings tattooed on his ankles. Let's see. Okay. So I know Loki is in the right position in relation to the Hobgoblin.
Correct.
Is Bucky the right relationship next to Hobgoblin?
He is not.
Oh, okay. So maybe I was right to put him earlier. So how about we put Bucky back into number 2? Is Bucky in the right place now?
Bucky is in the right place now.
Nice. Okay.
So Bucky was Captain America from 1941.
Okay. I didn't know if they brought him in exactly 41 or if they did some flashback stuff and all that, but
Yep.
okay.
1941, cool. Captain America number 1.
Barnes. Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Definitely. Okay. What about Loki? Did he fall in the right place with that shift?
Loki is not in the right place.
Really? I would have thought Thor's back. Well, you know what? Thor wouldn't have been in the 40s. I don't think Thor would be in the 40s. Who would be in the 40s? Who's next in the 40s? Hulk didn't come out yet, I don't think. Let's try Howard Stark, I guess. No. Sorry. That Iron Man didn't come into like the 60s.
Okay.
I'm actually, yeah, I don't know. Let me ask you this. Do I have Loki and Hawkeye in the right order?
You have Loki and Hawkeye. Loki would come before Hawkeye, correct?
How weird. All right. Well, then I got to ask about Stark. Do I have Loki and Stark in the right order?
Loki and Stark are also in the correct order. Loki would come before Howard Stark.
So there's somebody really old that I wonder, is Mole Man like old? Oh, Mole Man's old Avengers, isn't he? Or old Fantastic Four, I think. I think I remember a Mole Man coming out of the ground Fantastic Four style. Although I might be thinking The Incredibles at the same time. um, all right. What if I put Mole Man as 3?
If you put Mole Man as number 3, you would have Mole Man in the correct order.
Okay. Would I have Loki in the correct order at that point?
If you kept this the way it was,
Yeah.
and we just shifted all this down a little bit.
Yeah. So Loki's in the 4th place.
So you're
All
saying
I'm trying to do is get Loki in the right spot, basically.
all right. And you would say that then.
Yeah.
So Namor is first in 1939. Then you have Captain America number 1 in 1941 for Bucky.
Nice.
You have Mole Man in Fantastic Four number 1.
Nice. Oh, this is number 1. Okay.
In 1961.
Ooh, we jumped up to 61. Okay.
And then you have Journey into Mystery. Wait. So you have a Journey into Mystery. I'm not saying anything else.
Okay.
Loki is not in the right order.
Jeez. So there's someone that comes up before. Okay. Let's put Ross before Loki.
So
because we're in the 60s now, so we could be hitting Hulk.
You're saying that.
Yep.
Okay. So now you have, this has to move down here. I'm adjusting on the fly so I can show shit when I'm done. And where is...
We got to get you a better drawing program.
Yeah, you do. Okay, perfect. So you would be correct.
Nice.
You would have Mole Man in 61. Now, this is where it gets fun. Both Ross and Loki were 62.
But they were like months apart?
Correct.
Okay.
So Thunderbolt Ross is mentioned in Hulk number 1 in 1962.
Mentioned.
Which came out in May. No, he's in it. That's his first appearance.
Gotcha.
That's May of 62. Loki came out in October of 1962. Wow. in Journey into Mystery.
Okay. Do I have Hobgoblin in the right spot?
Hobgoblin is still correct. Oh, get that out of there. What the hell? Where did that just come from? Why did that just move?
I don't see what you're looking at, so.
Good, because it's hidden behind us. But I just moved a whole slide up. Which is not what I wanted to have happen. Wow, that whole thing just got fucked. That's great. So yeah, Hobgoblin is in the right area. I mean, in relation to Loki.
Oh, but not in the right spot.
No, he's not next on the list.
Okay. Well then, let's move Hawkeye and switch Hawkeye and Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin might have been in the 80s.
So you're switching Hawkeye and Hobgoblin?
Yeah.
All right. You're just going to keep moving Hobgoblin up every chance you get.
Yeah.
All right. So you're saying after Loki would be Hawkeye.
I mean, it'd be Avengers, right? So,
which is incorrect.
Yeah, fine. You're incorrect.
I'll give you this. There are 2 others in between Loki and Hawkeye.
Wow. All right, we'll throw Stark up there because he's the wild card for me.
Stark is not the right answer.
Okay, fine. Well, Winter Soldier.
Also incorrect.
Jeez.
I
King.
know.
Oh, we're in the 60s. I did say maybe King was in the 60s. King?
You want to move Kang up ahead of
Yeah.
Hawkeye?
Yeah. Although I'm surprised at that, but
What just happened? Did that all just get smaller? That was weird.
Hmm.
So if we did this,
why is King sitting on like a white leaf?
it was like his transport. What's it called? Like it looked like an oyster shell.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right. So you have Kang and Hawkeye in the correct relation to Loki and themselves,
But
but
not in the right spot.
Kang is not the next one after Loki.
So something's between Loki and King. Is Thanos back in the 60s?
What if you worked backwards from who you think the most recent is?
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so is Rambo the most recent? You said no.
Rambo is not the most recent.
Switch Korg and Rambo.
You would be incorrect still.
Still.
Yeah.
Is Nebula most recent?
You want to put Nebula at the end?
Sure.
You'd still be wrong.
Well, then why'd you do it?
Because I don't want to have a tell.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So none of those. Well, it's not She-Hulk. She was around in the 80s, at least late 80s. So was Thanos. Winter Soldier?
You want to put Winter Soldier at the end?
Not really, but sure.
So, like, as the most recent?
Yeah, I guess so.
You don't seem confident. Do you think he's
Uh,
earlier?
I have no clue when he showed up, honestly.
2005, my friend.
Really? That early?
Yep.
That's
Yep.
insane. That was only
He
3 years before the Iron Man movie.
2005. That was part of the Civil War.
He must have been the early, like the youngest living character of like since being made in comics to making it to a movie in
Sure.
Marvel whenever he came out.
Sure. Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Because what Winter Soldier was something like 2012, no 2010, something like that. No, it would have been after Avengers, so 2014. Yeah.
It's a huge gap between his appearance as Bucky and him as Winter Soldier, but his
Oh
first
yeah.
appearance of Winter Soldier was May of 2005 in the Civil War series,
Talk
Captain
about
America
a
number
deep
6.
cut too, right? Because who knew who Bucky Barnes was in 2005?
Yep.
Like, I mean, I know people did, but geez, okay,
Well,
interesting.
which is even better. Taking one step further, him and Falcon, right, share the mantle of Captain America after Cap goes
Right.
down. He was his first appearance of Captain America, Bucky as Captain America, was 2008, the same year Iron Man came out.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now I want to switch. Well, do I have Nebula in the right order?
Where are we with Nebula?
Second
Is
over.
she next? No, she is not next.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Switch Nebula and Rambo again.
So like that.
Yeah.
And are you asking about Nebula?
Well, I'm asking about the last four orders, basically.
All right. Well, it's the most recent is Bucky or Winter Soldier at 2005. Next would be Monica Rambeau as Photon because she plays a couple people.
Right.
In 1996.
Okay. All right. Well, I had her at the end, but yeah. Korg is actually older than I thought he was.
Avengers Unplugged is Monica Rambeau.
Is Korg not next?
Korg is not next.
All right. Well, then I would switch her and Nebula.
So Korg and Nebula. So you're saying Nebula is next to Monica Rambeau?
Well, asking more than
as
saying, but sure.
Photon. So Nebula would be 1985.
Oh, so much, much older.
Yeah. So she was
Wow.
in the Avengers 2 something, 257.
Okay.
So 1985 is the first appearance of Nebula.
Wow. Okay.
Right.
Hmm. What about Korg? Is Korg right?
Korg is incorrect.
Korg is that old? That's insane.
Right?
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, flip him and She-Hulk then.
I will do that, and you
'Cause I,
will be. You're saying She-Hulk is next?
yeah.
Incorrect.
Really? Okay.
Really?
Well, Thanos.
I'm shifting everybody down.
Yeah, put Thanos in front of She-Hulk.
So you're saying this then?
Yeah.
Incorrect.
The hell. Oh, Stark. Stark's the weird one. Put Stark before Nebula. I mean,
Before next to
in
Nebula.
between Thanos and Nebula. Yeah.
You're still incorrect.
I did say the Hobgoblin might have been 80s. Put Hobgoblin in there?
Next to Nebula?
Yeah.
I can do that.
That doesn't sound like I did that right then.
So just shift everybody down again.
Yeah.
It's very fucking tedious.
You're the one using this program.
I know, it's awful. So after Nebula in 1985, you would see down the history line Hobgoblin in 1983.
Okay, so it was 80s.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay, is Stark in the right place?
Stark is always in the right place. Unfortunately, he's not in the right place there.
He's going to be the last one I get because I just don't know when he's here. All right, switch him and She-Hulk.
So this?
Yep.
You would be correct.
Was She-Hulk?
Yep, she was the Savage She-Hulk in 1980.
80. Okay. I thought
The
she was more
cover,
mid-80s, but yeah.
her
Cool.
comic cover was a parallel image to the Hulk #1, where it had the Gray Hulk and Banner. There was that kind of juxtaposition.
Cool. Yeah.
I'll show
Nice.
these all when you're done too, so you can see it's really fun.
By the way, did you hear that they're going to bring She-Hulk as, I think, like a guest star in something else, but it's going to be played by someone else?
Oh no, really?
No. Bring back the one that they just had the series with. She was great.
Jennifer was good. Yep.
Yeah.
Or not Jen. What was her name?
She was in Orphan Black.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah. Anyway, is Thanos in the right place?
So you're going from She-Hulk in 1980 to Thanos, which would be correct.
Wow.
He was the Invincible Iron Man, whatever number this is, 80 something, 55, 1973.
Wow. He showed up in Iron Man first?
Yeah, the
That's pretty
Invincible
cool.
Iron Man.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then Stark in the right place by magic?
So, by magic? Definitely not by magic. I would say it's trial and error.
But is he in the right place?
He is. He's also in the Invincible Iron Man, number 28.
Wow. 28.
1970.
I can't believe Korg is this old. Well, it sounds like Korg is the cog that needs to be put in between was it Kang and Hawkeye?
Loki. You're missing one. You're missing one between
Loki. Yeah. Loki.
Yep. That's your list.
Wow.
That is your order of appearance in some major characters.
Some?
I mean, they're all pretty major. They've all maybe not Mole Man. That was just a holy shit, he's that old kind of moment.
Yeah.
But these are pretty massive characters in the Nebula, Hobgoblin. Like they're pretty big characters in the Marvel universe. Maybe not the movie universe.
Yeah. Namer, I should have known to put him first just because I knew the kind of nature of the beginning of it kind of thing. But, oh, wow. Look at that cover.
Yeah,
1939. A year after both Batman and Superman.
yeah. Then
That's
you
real.
had Captain America #1 in 1941, which was
Yeah.
Bucky.
Punching Hitler. Great.
Fantastic Four 1961 #1, and that's Mole
No,
Man.
man.
I don't know why I separated these so much, but just deal with it. There's Thunderbolt, and there's your Hulk #1, 1962.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got your Loki in Journey into Mystery. There's that original Loki,
Wow.
1962.
Yep. Old God Loki.
Korg, Journey into Mystery. He's that old.
Wow.
I know.
Hmm.
And then Kang.
He's made of rock.
Huh?
Korg is made of rock.
Rock. Kang as Kang, 1964.
Yeah.
Then you got Clint as Hawkeye from The Power of Iron Man.
Oh.
Tales of Suspense in 1964. Then Howard shows up in 1970, finally.
Well,
Thanos is here in 73.
You say Thano?
Thanos? Oh, yeah. Pay no attention to the spelling mistakes. There's the She-Hulk cover that looks like the Hulk cover. Yeah. 1980 was She-Hulk. There's your Hobgoblin, 83.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Look at that, tearing him apart.
Yeah, he's ripping the suit. Yep. And then your Nebula shows up in here in 1985.
Okay, they don't even show her on the cover.
Nope, she was just a character in the story.
Thanks, Dad.
And then there's 1996, getting a little bit more modern art and that golden age of comics. That's worthless. But that was Monica as Photon.
It's a tight suit.
And then there's your iconic Captain America Civil War cover.
That
was it.
Very cool.
I had fun.
Oh, I left the one up.
Oh my god.
That whole time. We'll tell everybody who made it through all of that, like and subscribe.
Sure. There's some. They're not. It was too. I'm not giving you Iron Man and Thor and those Ant-Man. I mean, I guess
those I'd probably get wrong, but
you probably would. But I thought there's some there. The Mole Man one was just funny. I really didn't know he was that old. Some of those are like they're kind of pivotal. They're like really cool characters in the lore that I had no idea were that old. There you go. That's perfect.
No, that was fun. I was like putting things in order incorrectly and then figuring it out.
The puzzle,
it's a little bit of a puzzle, yeah.
Yeah, your deduction, your stream of consciousness deduction is really fun.
Cool. Yeah. So we'll have a show next week, which we haven't planned yet, so I can't tell you what it's about. I mean, that we have a secret show that's gonna be. Well, you have to pay attention to find out what that secret is.
Correct.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. So, anything else that we need to cover before we end the show?
No, that's all I got.
Cool.
I did recently just start getting Luca into cards and like sleeving and putting them into binders and stuff. And the 2024, 23. Oh, these are 25. The 2025 Topps Chrome are really cool.
Oh, look at that. Echo. Nice.
Yeah. And I was hoping that I had some of those characters. I should have went through this first, honestly. Some of them are fantastic, and I don't know where they're from.
I like. Oh yeah, the Watcher. I like the little banner that they have at the bottom right. is the same little banner that they use in the 1990s first series cards.
Oh, sure, yeah, yep.
Which I have back here.
They have there's parallels of these characters that have Wolverine's claw marks, the 3 claw marks going through them, and you see through the card. They're really
that's cool.
They're pretty as hell. But some of the like, I didn't even know Spider Boy was a thing, but some of the cards, they're just sleek.
Oh, yeah.
They're really cool looking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really neat. Foily.
They're pretty awesome. And there's some really great cards. But in addition, I started getting, in addition to those chromes, I started getting the whatchamacallit chromes, the Star Wars chromes, the tops.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Grogu.
They're great. And he's going through and learning all the like, I'm using them as like flashcards, like to learn the characters' names and stuff.
I have that guy.
Some don't matter, but he loves, you know this, or you should know this. A couple people know he loves Cad Bane.
Yeah. Bane, yep. They used the Mandalorian version.
They did.
Yay. Omega.
Yep. So they got some really cool ones in here.
Nice Wrecker.
Yep.
Very cool.
So I was kind of going through some of the cards, and I was like, oh, I could put something together and torture Chris a little bit.
Always appreciate the torture.
Of course. Anytime.
Very cool. All right. Oh, you froze.
Did I?
Nope. There you go. You're back. Well, that's a good time to end the episode anyway, before you freeze completely.
Yes, please.
Anyway, thanks everybody for watching and sticking through the torture with me and revisiting 2018.
It was fun. Good show. Thanks for watching.
Bye, everybody.